Okay, that's all.
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. We're the GMS Germany camp.
That's right.
Out here again to do the work through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, calling our people, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, with the true nationality are Israelites according to the biblical scriptures, calling them out of these nations, letting them know that the Lord is about to judge this earth with great cruelty and wrath and destruction. Okay? And that the only people that are going to gain salvation are the ones that follow him just like they were following him when he was on the earth. Okay? Which are the remnant, the hopefully elect. Alright? What are you about to get?
Daniel 12. I was thinking about 2 Timothy 4 and 2.
You get that first, then we go to Daniel 12.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 2. Let me start at 1. I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Yahushua and Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word. Be instant in season, out of season, reproof, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Okay, read it again,
2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season.
Be instant, in season, out of season. You know, there is no pauses. There is no, oh, it's too cold. You know, there is no, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it today or this month. You know, I'm going to take a break. Now the Lord said be instant, in season, whatever weather. If the Lord allow you to go preach, to do this work, go do it. Be instant, in season, which is a favorable time, and out of season, which is an unfavorable time. Out of season is probably when it's winter, but some people like the winter, you know what I mean? So it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we're able to do this work. And when he gives you the opportunity, you take it. Because why? Go ahead.
Be instant, in season, out of season, reproof, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Reproof, rebuke, and exhort. Okay? Exhort. Exhort your brethren. Reproof your people. Reproof the children of Israel, because these heathen can't get this truth. Okay? The only thing that they're getting when we read these scriptures is judgment. Alright? Because that's what's always promised unto them. Destruction and judgment and slavery, captivity. So we exhorting our people, we're calling our people out of these nations. We're calling our people to wake up, to come back into their true nationality. To stop calling themselves black, African American, German, and Italian, and so on and so forth. The names that Esau has called his lands. Okay? Through his colonization campaigns that he's done. Alright, go ahead, Art. What was that? That was it, right?
Yeah, I think it wasn't this one.
Go ahead.
That is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of that people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time.
There should be a time of trouble that was, read it again, Salakia.
Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of that people.
Which standeth for the children of our people. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Such as never since there was a nation. So the time of trouble that we're about to enter to is going to be like never seen before. The wickedness that Esau is about to push onto this world, that the Lord is allowing him to bring out, his destruction, that he's about to allow to come onto this world, is going to be like nothing we've ever seen before. The time that we're coming into is going to be unprecedented. It's going to be like, hey, I can't believe these things are happening. Go ahead, Art.
Such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time that people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book. And who is that? Just like I was just saying, the remnant. Okay, you about to get a precept for that?
Yeah. I was thinking about one precept. Let's check if this one. No, it was in Luke 12th chapter. So like Yeah, I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna keep on reading. So like,
I'm looking it up. I want to repeat the precept. Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to get the precept. This way Yahushua said basically, we shouldn't be happy, or the apostles shouldn't be happy that demons listen to them. So like, give me a second. I know it's in Luke.
Excuse me.
Yeah, again.
Who is Maradona here? You are not human. He's a really good artist. He's like Picasso, like Mozart, like, you know, more than any player in the world. He's the number uno from Napoli. C'è moja slika ovdje.
So like,
Yeah,
but Daniel 12:2.
Odmah.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame. And
Many of
everlasting.
them that sleep in the dust shall wake, some to everlasting life, which is immortality, the elect. Okay, and some to what?
Everlasting, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Shame and contempt. Because why? Because you're going to be the 2/3 that knew this word, that heard this word, that heard the Lord call you out of this wicked ass kingdom, and didn't take heed. You scorned and you mocked and you scoffed at the Lord's prophets.
Yeah.
Go ahead, all right.
That's pretty what I was looking for. This is Luke chapter 10, and then we started 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall be by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven, which is the book of life, man.
See,
You know?
the book of life, and that's the elect.
Sure.
You know, that's why the angel said. I mean, that's why it was saying, "Hurt not the earth until the seal of the mark of our Lord is written in their foreheads." That's the remembrance of this truth. That's the waking up into who they truly are, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, that's how it's going to be marked into their forehead.
Cool.
Not a physical mark.
Not stamped on there.
Not stamped on their head. The elect.
It's going to be like in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, the 4th verse. Tawa.
Yeah.
Exempted from judgment, man. You know?
Exempt us from judgment,
Yeah.
just like you said. Just like you said, man.
Cool.
Go ahead, all right.
And there's the spirit, see?
Just like you said.
Always coming out, man. There's the spirit, man.
Got something to say.
Okay. But this is Daniel chapter 12, and you want 2 again or 3?
Go ahead with 3.
3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament.
Why? Why should they shine? Because they got the light. They got that light. They got the light of the Lord, Yahushua, which is this truth. But doesn't it say the whole world is in darkness? And this word is the light unto your feet that shall light thy paths? You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept if you want that.
Go ahead, get that.
Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the Lord that endureth forever. All that they keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Thou mayst be illuminated. What's that precept where it says, wisdom maketh the man's face shineth?
I think in Proverbs.
It's in Proverbs, I know.
Yeah, I think so. Let me look it up.
Proverbs something. Wisdom maketh the man's face shineth. See, those that be wise shall shine. Why? Because they're going to be beacons in this darkness, man. They're going to be beacons in the earth, because they're going to stand for Yahushua. And the whole earth are going to see them. The whole earth are going to behold the elect and Yahushua, man. Go ahead, Ak.
Yeah, can I just add something? Because things what you have to understand is this natural understanding is the light, man. This is the light, man, for us, you know. Because we, like in this darkness, Yahushua said we are the children of light. Sin cannot be hid. There's place upon the mountain or hill. Because why? When you have a big hill, you know, and then you put the city on top, everybody gonna see it from miles away, man. You know, the same thing with us. Why? Because we're gonna be Yahushua standing steadfast in these last days, man. And in these times to come, these terrible times that never be seen on this world, man. You know?
Man got a Trump make America great on Indian hat on.
Here in Germany, man, you see the vibration out here, man. You know? Like
And
the priest.
go ahead. And what does the Lord say? Take us out a candle and hide it under a bed, because this is the light. This truth. Are you gonna hide it, which is the light thereof? Are you gonna hide it under a bed? No, you're gonna proclaim it. You're gonna let the world see. You're gonna let that light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Go ahead.
But some won't.
No, they won't.
Some are hiding it, because like when we came to the truth, so many supposed Israelites like, yeah, no, I know about the truth.
Yeah, man, you
I know the truth. No,
it's good to
fine.
see our brothers out here.
Yeah, but where you at? Where you at in Germany? You know, you basically
Where you was at? Like Amar Gabar had made the video a while ago, man. Where you was at when I was desperate, lost, and hungry? Where were you?
When you knew it for
3 or
decades
4.
already.
Yeah, man. You know it for 10 years. Where the hell were you when I was lost, man? You know? Where were you? Where's your works at? How did you help me come out of the sleep and the slumber? You didn't. You kept that light to yourself, man.
That's right.
How selfish is that? Oftentimes they were always asking me, why you gotta go preach? Why can't you just keep it to yourself? Why? And I often say, if I got water and my whole family is dying of thirst, and I find water in the desert, what kind of man would I be if I only kept it for myself?
Gotta preach it.
What kind of man are you if the Lord give you water to bless your family and you only keep it for yourself, man?
Because you're selfish, eh?
You're selfish, man.
You only care about yourself.
You see?
But this what did
Or you want to
say?
save your own ass because you're afraid that they're gonna look at you different because you found something different.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh,
Nah, man.
that's appreciative.
The Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, man.
That's right.
The Lord gave us the spirit of power and courage, man. This word is courage because we can't be confounded. What you want to get?
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 13. And let me start at 12. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. This is Yahushua said, man. Like you said. So Yahushua is teaching us about basically putting ourselves back and putting somebody else in front of us, which is our brotherhood, which is our
Humbling
family.
yourself, man.
You know, like Yahushua did. Yahushua could call legions down to destroy the whole earth, but he didn't do it. He was humble, put himself back, and was ready to do the Father's bidding, to sacrifice himself for the nation of Israel.
Not
you know?
for the whole, you know what I'm saying? For the ones that he knew.
Yeah. That he
Just
prayed
like in
for.
John,
Yeah.
chapter 17, what did it
Yeah.
tell you?
I pray for them, not for the world.
Yeah, man. You know?
They would die in their word, now they're mine, so and so.
Yeah, come, man.
Come.
Dying of mine and mine are dying.
Yeah.
You see?
We are one spiritually, you know, in the same mind frame. But going back to 13, to 12, this is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Verse 13.
And like the ox says, I like you to cut you off. How do you show that love, man? By through action. Do
man.
that work. Doing that work, man.
That's what I put it. Through spirit,
You know?
man.
Coming out here. Making yourself truly a sacrifice.
Yeah, man, because like we talk, man, you know, because we're talking to some cats out here, talking basically, we should do everyday video, you know, and we know that, and what it's always striving to do, man, and you know it's heavy work. Why? Because Satan tried to hinder you, like we had in the group chat today. The brother from Ireland was talking about Satan messing with him, you know, giving him doubt demons. Then the other brother from Holland was saying it. We know we have it the whole time too,
I had
man.
the dream.
You had the dream, you know.
The doubt demon.
Yeah, for a couple of days ago.
You know?
And that's the spirit, man. The spirit is connecting us, man. We won't bother Yahushua, man.
Because he know. So like, as you grow in this truth, you're gonna get stronger demons to come. Okay?
true.
Just like on a video game, as you gain up in power and strength, you can't just always be level 1. You can't everywhere you go, you're gonna fight level 1 characters. Nah. As you get level 10 and 13 and 20 and 30, you're gonna start to fight levels 20 and 30 demons and enemies, man.
Yeah, and also, when you don't fight against some high level demons, you will never level up.
Yeah.
Because
you
when you
never
always
get stronger.
When you always go back, because you can, for example, some games out there can change the
XP,
world.
The XP.
Yeah, XP also.
Yeah, you don't
can go,
get the experience.
Yeah, that's right. This is spirit, man.
Yeah,
See?
the XP, which is experience.
Yeah, you go to basically, you can decide to which world you go. You go to level 1 or you go to level 50 where you end. You go to level 1, you will never grow, man.
And that's how you see that the Lord, He put His word in everything. All of this is from Him, man. All creativity, all of the imagination, all of the ideas, all artwork, everything comes from the Lord, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, you see these painters and everything, that comes from all from Yahushua.
The inspiration of it, man. Just the understanding of putting the colors together.
Yeah, man.
To make it seem like they're like this one, the one brother that paints basically with the hair, man. That's some amazing thing, man. Or they
And he paints it upside down too. He like painted it upside down, and you're like, what the hell? And then he turns around, it's a complete face and beauty. It's like the person he just standing in front of.
like he wanted to do.
You know?
And that's the spirit of y'all, Basham yourself, man.
All of this comes from the Lord.
If you want to say it's from the left hand side or right hand side, ultimately from the Lord, man.
Both. He controlling it. He controlling it.
Go.
You know?
Thing,
and it just shows you how powerful he is. His creativity. You can't even fathom his creativity, man.
Go.
You can't even fathom his imagination, man. You know?
Like
he declared the end from the beginning. Come on, man. You can't. These people are not ready for that type of power to be seen, man.
Yep.
You know? What are you about to get?
Isaiah 55 and 8 for you. This book of Isaiah chapter 55, and go back to John. And then I've got a priest of Revelation also. Just for the things that you said. It's Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8. And it says, this is Isaiah 55 and 8. Oh, let me start at 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Because the spiritual arc, the time for repentance is closing. We're in a time of great tribulation, man. And these people, and Esau, he's just masking it with fakeness, like with fake up, man. He's putting fake up on this economy to make it look like it's working, and it's not. You know, the whole thing is crumbling on the backside, but in the front, he's making it look like everything is good.
Yeah, like I remember the movie. Remember the
he put a mask on it. That's what he did.
You remember the one movie clip that I sent in the group, The Witch Hunter, where this one chick was there, and she was already like 500 years old, but she looked like 20. And then basically the witchcraft got broken. The face just fall off, and this is what's gonna happen to Esau too, man. You see it step by step, man. People go on the street, you go see every protest, and the thing what you see right now in Germany, man, they changed the law, right? Basically, they said in every 20 square meters, only one person is allowed. Before there was 10. Now these people are standing like the one politician said, man. They're standing like this together in lines, waiting to go in. Which sense make that, man? This makes no sense, man. Then I even said on the parking lot you have to wear the mask too, because you're talking there. Huh? You're chatting. I forgot, man. This is what they want to do. They want to isolate yourself.
They want to isolate, yeah.
Because you see in Germany, they crumble it down. What they said now is 5 persons from 2 different households. So from the brother household, my household, he can bring 2 persons. When you bring 2 persons, I can only bring 1 person. That's it. Over the Christmas, though, they want to change it and say, hey, over the Christmas you can meet with 10 people. But Berlin always said we don't do that, man. You're not allowed to do that at Berlin. See? Everything is divided against self. All these things falling, man. The people are going against the government going against the people, man. This is kingdom about to fall, man. You see it in every edge, man. Like the prophet is saying.
And what is brewing? It's like civil unrest is brewing.
Yeah,
more
like
and
hate.
more and more.
Like hate and like what is it called? Have you ever heard of a bank robbery in Germany? And out of nowhere you hear about 3 or 2 in Germany.
Yeah. Because they got like, I need money, man.
Yeah.
Why do I gotta suffer?
Yeah.
I lost everything because of this lockdown. And then it come to find out it's all a fucking lie. It's all a lie. It's a pandemic. Yeah. And they still pushing it. And then you got the congressman, you know, and which really is something, because Trump, he be saying that COVID is bullshit.
Yeah. Calling it China virus.
You know,
China virus.
Talking shit about the whole COVID scenario. And then on the other side, you got the Congress saying that this is so serious. But then they tell you that the CDC, the Center for Disease and Control, states that anyone under 40 that happens to catch the COVID virus, you know what I'm saying? They say that you have a 99.24% chance of recovery. But this is the most dangerous virus to ever hit the human race.
And the funny thing is, like the basically boss of Bavaria said, you know, it's like a whole plane just crashed there, and all people there died. think to myself, how many people are dying daily in Yemen? How many people dying across the whole world daily of starvation, of wars? But then you crying because of so-called plane dying in your land? But I thought you love no. I thought you're all equal to everybody. I thought you want to help everybody. Why Germany pushing arms to other countries?
Because they want that money. They don't give a damn about other countries.
Like Babylon too, man. And just I wanted to say
go to
too.
Colombia, and Peru, using them as test subjects. You don't even know the things that they done caught people. You know what I'm saying? Caught them slipping. They got them. These refugees that come over here. You know,
they're gonna be getting fixed for straight up, man.
Oh, do you think they do, man?
Yeah, they're
just like in that video that the FBI found of the satanic house that I found, man. This and Nathaniel, I think it was Natizayap or Nakar or Nathaniel Allah. They said, I saw this a long time ago, and bro, they showed like they got videos on how to do sacrifices, man.
Yeah. They think like these people are stupid. Like you always said, like this hex thing. You know, they're pushing it like it's normal. Witchcraft is normal. It's a good thing. There's white magic, black magic, you know, fine good witches, bad witches. You know, and then the people think there's no magic out here because it's in the movies. You know, that's not magic out here. Of course, the spirit of magic, witches, warlocks are still out here, man. Of course, they're out here.
It's like on that website where we buy all the stones from. They got mad shit like cold drinks and pentagram. Mystic Wolf.
Yeah.
The one where I sent you.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
They got satanic shit on there, man.
Yeah. Which hunter? No, the witch hunter. The thing was witch catcher or something like this. I got
Dream catcher.
Yeah, dream catcher. The water. Yeah. Just finished that too, man. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But going back to Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near.
But he's near. He's near right now.
Yeah.
The time to get right is right now. It's gonna be too late when he's already cracked open the sky. You know? Oh, they was right. They were telling the truth. It's too late then.
The flesh is already, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
The whip is ready.
You didn't see the backpack that she got? You didn't see it? LGBT. You know, they're pushing that agenda.
Yeah, on the youth. They demonize the youth. Why? Because when the youth is poisoned, then the whole generation after going to be poisoned, and the generation after that. Because when we go now to the old people poison, then we're going to happen nothing. The young kids will be like,
it dies with them.
I'm like, what you talking about, rapper, man? You cray. You cray, old man.
Yeah.
But do it to the young ones, and like, oh yeah, you know. Then the older brother tells the younger brother, like, yeah, man, my brother, right, you know.
And then they make all the wickedness seem cool. They make it all normal. They put it in everything that they can consume. When you watch some TV, you get your daily dose of wickedness, man.
Yep.
Your daily dose of confusion. Okay? If you don't have the eyes to see, you're getting programmed, man. You're getting programmed. If not either to buy or consume what they want you to, or if not either that, then you're getting programmed and conditioned and desensitized to their wickedness, to pedophilia, to homosexuality, or to sodomites, sodomy. They're pushing it in all of their things.
All the movies, series.
Yeah, man, it's in everything. It's in everything. And, or Queen of Heaven worship. And when you watch TV shows today, especially over here, man, every goddamn on show, the main character is a woman.
Yep.
The hero is the woman, man.
Even like I told you, I watch every, right? But then they got out of nowhere like time skips and the parallel world and shit. And what they're talking about, the females all the time. It's out of nowhere, we never got a daughter that's a badass, you know.
Is that the same dude? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's a badass, yeah. Listen. Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
How's it going, man? You alright? Alles okay?
All's cool.
You look like you're nervous. You're nervous? You're nervous, huh? A little bit? That's alright, man.
Okay,
That's good.
It's okay.
So what's up?
Okay, I want to know what's your opinion on who's God?
Who's God?
Yeah.
There's only one God. That's not God. That's not Jesus. This picture right here is what the people believe is Jesus. Okay? But there's only one true power. Get that, all gods are nothing?
Yeah, I get you.
There's only one true power, and it's the power of Israel. All right, there's only one God. All nations were given gods, but they're all idols. They're not real. There's only one true God. So you got the Buddhists, they got Buddha. You got the Indians, they got Sheba, Queen Sheba, or you got Muhammad for Islam and Allah. But there's only one true power.
But how do you know that God exists?
How do I know that God exists? Through the scriptures. First is through the faith. All right, because when you look at nature, they tell us that in school that everything just happened, or we came from monkeys, or that there was nothing, then there was an explosion, and now we're all here. You ever understand what I'm saying? But when you look at it, everything has a sequence. Everything is reliant on everything else. So our bodies have the same exact thing that's in the earth. We're made up of the same minerals that the earth is made up of. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to say is there's a system. There's something that is a construct that has been constructed. There's a whole process. Like when you look at a pine cone. Have you ever looked at a pine cone? You know what I'm talking about? Pine cone? You know it from the not a pineapple, pine cone. Pine cone. It looks like I don't know the name of it.
Yeah, look at the pine cone, you say, right?
You know? So like why do we have 2 hands, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth? How do we breathe? And how, there's too many things. Yeah, there's too many things that set up to be reliant on nature. So like we need air to breathe, but yet still the earth is perfectly temperature. There's a sun and there's a moon, and all of it is working off of each other. There's a cycle. Just like we got winter, spring, fall, summer. That didn't just happen by itself. There's something that created it and set it into course. Okay?
Peanuts up.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
A pine cone.
Yeah.
A pine. Yeah.
But how can I build a relationship to someone who can't see?
Okay.
Because God is, I can't touch him, I can't see him, I can't eat him, or smell him.
But you breathe air, right? You believe in air because you need it to breathe, right? Can you see it? You can. You can. Okay, so there are a lot of things that we can't see, but we know that it's there. Okay? So like you have, like for example, your spirit. A spirit. When somebody dies, don't they look completely different than when they're alive? Like if you look at them, you can see like, damn, something changed. Their face is not with light. If you understand what I'm saying. You can't see it, but you know that something left them. You understand what I'm saying? So there are a lot of things that we can't see, but we know exist. All right? So what were you about to get?
I got the God scripture that says this one God.
Okay. What do we want to get for? Okay, so first off, we're gonna handle the many gods first. How do I know? What was the first question you said? Is there's only one God? All right.
It's 1 Timothy 2:5. But there's one God and one mediator between God and men. The man, Christ Jesus.
Okay, so there's one God and then there's a mediator. All right, the mediator is Jesus Christ. That's not really Jesus Christ. Well, that is Jesus Christ, but that's not really, his name is not really Jesus. His name is Yahweh Shai. But
to comparing with Jesus and God, so many said that Jesus is God. This is true.
No, that's not true. They're different.
But how can someone die for us?
How can someone die for you? Well, he didn't die for everybody. He died for a certain amount of people that were going to believe. Just like they believed in that time when they followed him, he died for those people. He didn't die for everybody, because out of the children of Israel, out of the nation of his people, there were people that still didn't believe on him. That's why they wanted to kill him. That's why they gave him up to crucify him. You understand what I'm saying? So he only came for a certain selected people. So hold on, like, we gotta handle, because you got so many questions. I don't want to jump around. I want to handle everything in order. What you want to get?
I want to get just some punchline, but I don't know. I have other precepts concerning the God thing. This is Deuteronomy Chapter 32 and 39, and it says, "See now."
You got a Bible. That's what's up. Not many people have a Bible.
But it's Deuteronomy 32:39. 5. Mose 39.
So you believe in the
32,
Bible?
39.
Yeah,
John is in John.
Yeah, that's in John. Okay.
Yeah, this is let me look it up.
Let's just see that
Right
you
here.
believe because you see.
This is Johannes 20 und 29. John 20 and 29. Let me just get it straight. Yep. But you can start it. Yeah, 20, 29. It says, Yahushua said unto him, Thomas. You got it?
Yeah.
Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed.
See, blessed are they that have not seen him and yet have believed. Because so there are people on the earth that haven't seen him, but they believe right now. So like, and I just had some other precept in my mind where before you read that. Dang, it's gonna come back. I'll let this out. But so the whole thing about faith, all right? The whole how do we believe in something that we can't see? It all boils down to faith. It all boils down to something that the Lord gave you, because it is not everybody's going to believe. You understand what I'm saying? Get the Hebrews 11 and 1.
This book of Hebrews 11 and 1. Hebräer 11 and 1. And it says, no, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
The evidence of things not seen. See? It's the evidence of the things that are not seen. So that is faith. So you have to have faith to believe. Belief is having faith.
But we are humans, and humans need some.
There it is. That's what I was. Okay. All right. So look, they need something to believe.
It's a proof. Yeah.
Okay, but there are two types of people on the earth. There are people who are carnal and live in the flesh, where that means where they need to see it to believe it, and then there are people that live by their spirit, that are faithful. They don't need to see it; they just believe. You understand? There are two types of people on the earth, even up to today, still to this day. You got the people who believe in science. Oh, I need to see proof that this and this and this and this happened, or that they say that how the earth was created. That's how I believe in it. Whereas when we read the scriptures, it makes sense to us, and we understand it, so we believe in that. You understand?
It's prophecy.
Yeah.
Like prophecy. Prophezeiung. Bedeutet Vorhersagen. Ne? In der Bibel steht Prophezeiung. Das heißt, die Prophezeiungen sind geschrieben, und wir wissen, dass sie zustande kommen, glauben daran, und sehen, dass sie zustande kommen, das baut dein Glauben auf, wenn du verstehst, was ich meine. Weil diese ganze Bibel ist voller Prophezeiungen, die noch zustande kommen werden, oder schon passiert sind.
Aber zum Beispiel die Pharisäer damals, der hat auch Prophezeiung, der hat alles geschrieben, konnte zum Beispiel die ersten Bücher Moses alles auswendig lernen. Die hatten Prophezeiung in ihrer Hand geschrieben, aber haben nicht geglaubt, und nicht können so.
Weil wie er gesagt hat, es gibt Leute, die glauben und nicht glauben. Du hast zu verstehen, aber nicht an Jesus, das ist ja das Problem. Weil wenn du an die ersten Bücher von Mose glaubst, war es ja immer so, wenn du gesündigt hast, musst du eine Opfergabe geben. Aber wir zum Beispiel jetzt, wie sollen wir eine Opfergabe geben? Wie willst du jetzt ein Lamm holen für eine Sündenopfergabe? Wir hatten tägliche Opfergaben, wir hatten Sündenopfergaben, wir hatten Opfergaben, wenn zum Beispiel die Frau ihre Tage hat, wenn er ein Kind bekommen hat. All diese Opfergaben, wie willst du die machen? Wie kannst du jetzt eine Taube leisten, wie kannst du ein Ziege leisten, wie kannst du ein Schaf leisten und so weiter und so fort, verstehst du, was ich meine? Und dafür ist sogenannt Jesus Christus Yahushua gekommen. Dass wir endlich eine Lösung bekommen, dass wir Buße tun können von Sünden. Weil wenn er nicht gekommen wäre, dann wäre alles schon verloren.
Die Bibel ist doch viel auf zwei Verträge, oder? Also erst Vertrag war noch zum Beispiel, dass Gott mit Abraham geschaffen hat, dann gibt es
Abraham, Isaac. Abraham. Mit Abraham.
Ich dachte, Gott hat mit Adam den Vertrag gemacht, weil Gott hat doch die Erde ihm übergeben sozusagen.
He basically saying first contract was with Adam, I think, because he gave the world to Adam basically. The first contract was from Abraham. He gave the seed of Abraham. Das heißt, erst Abkommen war mit Abraham. Bei Abraham, Isaac, Jakob. Durch die Samenreihe. Das war das erste Abkommen.
Because Abraham had faith through these faith. Hold on. Abraham had faith, so he was about to sacrifice his son, Isaac. Okay, so then he said, no, because thou hast had faith, you had faith in and believed on me, now he make a promise and a covenant with him and his seed. Do you understand? So the covenant, that first contract was with Abraham. And that is how we became pretty much the Lord's chosen people, through Isaac and Abraham. Because without that belief, that habit of faith, then it wouldn't have happened. That's exactly right. Through faith, you go ahead and talk to me. The elders obtain glory.
Ja, I don't know.
I got it. Just keep going.
Ja, also das Ding, das erste Abkommen war mit Abraham. Dann die wurde zu Isaac weitergegeben und dann zu Jacob. Bei Jacob und Isaac wurden ja auch gebläst von Isaac, das weißt du, in Genesis 25 Kapitel. Esau wurde zum Beispiel gebläst mit den Fetten von der Erde und so weiter und so fort. Aber Jacob hat sozusagen die Herrschaft über Esau bekommen. Da lass ich kurz dahin gehen. Das ist Genesis 25 und 27 und 38. Und es sagt, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Das heißt, Esau wurde gebläst. Warum? Weil Abraham das Abkommen bekommen hat. Es wurde weitergegeben zu Isaac und dann zu Jakob. Weil Isaac hat ja zwei Zwillinge gehabt, Esau und Jacob. Ja? Wenn du zu Genesis 25 gehst und Vers 20 anfängst, Genesis 25, 20, und es sagt, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian, Padan Aram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. Verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. Das heißt, sie konnte keine Kinder bekommen. Sie konnte keine Kinder bekommen. Das heißt, Isaac ist vor Gott gegangen, vor Yahweh gegangen, hat gesagt, Genesis Chapter 20 verse. Yeah, okay. Let's say 25 and 21 of this.
And this is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Das heißt, Gott hat ihn angehört und hat seine Frau sozusagen das Samen fangen lassen.
Verse 22. And the children struggled together within her.
Das heißt, die Kinder haben in ihr gekämpft.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Und wenn es so sein ist, wenn es so ist, warum bin ich dann so? Wenn es so von Gott kommt, warum ist es so in mir?
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Das heißt, sie hat den Herrn gefragt.
Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb.
Das heißt, der Herr sagt, obwohl die beide von Isaac kommen, zwei verschiedene Nationen sind in deinem Bauch. Normalerweise, wenn ich eine Frau habe, schon mit ein Kind, die Zwillinge, die sind beide von derselben Nation, sind beide meine Kinder. Aber in dieser Situation war es eine einmalige Sache, wo sozusagen Isaac Zwillinge hatte mit Rebekah und sie waren zwei verschiedene Nationen. Das heißt, obwohl sie Brüder sind, sind zwei verschiedene Nationen. Wie zum Beispiel, es gibt Nigerianer und Ghana zum Beispiel. Das heißt, sie kommt zum Beispiel, sagen wir zum Beispiel, der Vorvater von Ghana, oder wie soll ich das erklären, was ich sagen wollte. Sie kommen von derselben Mutter zum Beispiel, von selben Vater, aber es sind zwei verschiedene komplette Nationen. Du verstehst, was ich meine?
That's what I'm talking about, the flesh and the spirit. There are many people on the earth that are all flesh. They all need to see to believe it. They want to live in this time. They want it to be, but then there are people who are completely spiritual. You know, when you ask them, do you believe in God? Immediately, yes, I believe. But you don't know nothing. They don't know about it. But they don't even know about the Bible, but they believe. You understand? And most likely is the Mexicans, the Negroes, not so many Edomites, the so-called white people. When you see them, when you ask them, do you believe in God? They say, I believe in something, but not God. I believe in science. So then he says, huh? What you supposed to say? Two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Zwei verschiedene Arten von Leuten sollen sozusagen, wenn sie rauskommen, von dir getrennt werden.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Und die eine Nation soll stärker als die andere Nation sein.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Und der Ältere soll den Jüngeren dienen. Das heißt, normalerweise ist es immer andersrum. Zum Beispiel sagen, mit so steht ein Kind, der Älteste wird alles bekommen. Ist ja normalerweise in der Welt so. Aber in diesem Fall ist es so, dass der Ältere den Jüngeren dienen soll. Das heißt, das Blessing wurde weitergegeben zum Jüngeren. Weil wenn du weiterliest in Genesis 25 Kapitel, was passiert? Esau ist Hand gegangen, jagen gegangen, gell? Weil er war ein guter Jäger. Er ist jagen gegangen und da war er sehr hungrig, kam zu seinem Bruder Jakob und sagt, ey, gib mir was zu essen. Und er hat gesagt, gib mir dein Geburtsrecht und du bekommst was zu essen. Und hätte Esau Glauben gehabt, hätte er gesagt, okay, ich will es nicht, weil ich bekomme Essen sowieso. Aber er hatte Geburtsrecht für ein bisschen Essen verkauft. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt, das Geburtsrecht wurde weitergegeben. Das heißt, das Geburtsrecht wurde von Abraham, Isaac und Jakob dann weitergegeben. Zu den Kindern von Israel. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Weil du sagst, erste Abkommen, erste Covenant.
Let me keep going? You just gave it a summary pretty much.
That's what it is. Cool.
Con. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Das heißt, Zwilling waren in ihrem Bauch und der erste kam raus, rot, bedeckt mit einem haarigen Gewand.
And they called his name Esau.
Sie nannten seinen Namen Esau, was in Hebräisch Al-Shashua bedeutet, was bedeutet wasted away.
Because he don't have pigment.
Ja, weil er kein Pigment hatte, deswegen war er so rot. Weil wir sagen wir zum Beispiel, wenn sogenannte weiße Leute in die Sonne gehen, werden sie ja rot, gell? Wenn wir in die Sonne gehen, die werden dunkler. Sie werden rot, weil sie kein Pigment haben. Deswegen zum Beispiel, wenn jemand eine Pigmentstörung hat, gell? Was passiert? Seine Haut wird doch weiß. Wie zum Beispiel, wenn du eine dunkelhäutige Person siehst, die hat Pigmentstörung, was passiert? Der weiße Stellen überall. Oder wenn du zum Beispiel einen Albino siehst, der hat eine komplette Pigmentstörung. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und das ist das Ding. Das heißt, das ist der Vorvater von den sogenannten weißen Leuten. Aber was wir verstehen müssen ist, Leute sagen immer, diese Nation, die Gott uns gegeben hat, sind vorbei. Das stimmt aber nicht. Die Nationen sind immer noch bis zum heutigen Tag da. Wie es sagt in Ecclesiastes 4 und 16.
Ecclesiastes?
Ja, 4 und 16. Das ist nach Sprüche das Buch. Sprüche, also nach Sprüche, Ecclesiastes heißt in Englisch 4 und 16. Ich weiß nicht, wie es in Deutsch heißt. Nach Sprüche, Kapitel 4 und 16. Just let me grab it. And then, das ist auf jeden Fall Altes Testament. Altes Testament nach Sprüche, also nach Psalm, Sprüche und dann kommt Ecclesiastes. Was?
Wo ist er?
Ja, it's wisdom. It's called German wisdom.
Yeah?
4 und 16. Hoffe ich. Ecclesiastes 4 und 16. I think I had the same Bible when I started when I was young. My mom read it at home too.
When the Jews read it every day.
Zeig mal.
1 von 16.
Nein, 4 und 16.
Vier.
Kapitel 4 und 16. Kapitel 4 und 16.
64.
Ja, 4 und 16. Was steht da? Lass mich kurz gucken. Ja, die da ist schon eine Übung mit diesem. You got in the book for them.
You got it in there?
Yes, book of Torah. Book of Esther. Hey, this dope. This dope.
You got the right Bible.
Yeah.
Simple, bro.
Das Buch, das Sprüche, das Buch Kunde. Yeah, the prison, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got the proper. I never say. I think this man got two there. I think I got the same too, man. It's crazy.
You don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't know, man. Tobit. I was like, Tobit?
Baruch?
Yeah.
The Ecclesiastes? Yeah.
Maccabees and everything. I was like, what? Yeah, 64.
This is Ecclesiastes Chapter 4 and verse 16. There is no end of all the people,
Es ist kein Ende von all den Leuten.
even of all that have been before them.
Siehst du, auch von denen, die davor waren. Das heißt, die Leute sind immer noch da. Das heißt, die Nationen sind immer noch da.
They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and a vexation of spirit.
Ja. Das heißt, der Punkt ist einfach nur, dass die Nationen immer noch da sind. Weil die Leute sagen immer, die Nationen sind alle vorbei. Weil jetzt hast du auch eine Nation, weil sagst du, wenn ich hierher komme, sagst du mir Nigerianer und Deutscher. Weil ich meine, Nationen sind immer noch Nationen, aber was hat Gott nicht genannt? Was hat Gott die Nation genannt? Das sollten wir uns eher fragen, weißt du, ich meine. Aber das habe ich alles nur erklärt, um zu sagen, dass die Segnung immer noch da ist. Das erste Abkommen ist immer noch da, weil du gesagt hast, das erste Abkommen war mit Adam, aber es war mit Abraham. Weil das Zeichen vom Abkommen war die Beschneidung. Weil Abraham hat sich, wo war es, Genesis 9?
What?
The first covenant? where basically Abraham basically circumcised himself. Ja, siehst du? Genesis, 1. Buch Mose, 17. Kapitel. Genesis 17. And then he started. And 21. 21.
This is Genesis chapter 17 and verse 21. But my covenant
Mein Abkommen,
will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year.
das heißt Abkommen war durch Isaac. Das heißt von Abraham zu Isaac und dann zu Jacob. Das war das erste Abkommen. Genau.
Was ist das Abkommen jetzt, was wir...
He asked about the second covenant.
The second covenant, the second covenant is the whole what Paul was preaching. The second covenant is the New Testament. It's the New Testament. The word testament means covenant. You understand? That word testament, look it up very quick in the etymology.
Was mit der Revelation?
Revelation? Ja.
Müssen wir alles wissen davon. Also müssen wir generell alles über die Bibel
He
wissen.
asking if we have to know everything about the Bible to come into heaven.
No, because that's not going to happen because there are people who have different that are believe but have different levels of faith.
Yeah.
So he gave everybody talents.
Talented.
Everybody, maybe this brother can speak 5-6 languages. I can picture things. I understand prophecy better. So we all have different pieces that make up one body. If you understand what I'm saying. So it's not about everybody having all of the Bible to be made in salvation or anything, because that's not going to happen. Only Yahushua was completely perfect, who the world calls Jesus. He perfected this. He is this. He is this word, so he's perfect. But we strive to be perfect, so what do? We study this. That's why the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved. So you study this, and then the Lord's going to open wisdom and knowledge and understanding unto you. There you go.
If you want to. This book of Revelation, chapter 3 and 20. Let me read it for you. Offenbarung 23.
I got that.
I can read it for you because that's even in English.
But the German really going to get him better.
Yeah, okay, can understand. Offenbarung 3, Vers 20. So. Yeah.
That's one like this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Das heißt, Yahushua steht dann, weil in beiden Zeichen meiner Bibel ist in Englisch rot geschrieben. Alles, was rot geschrieben ist, spricht sogenannt Jesus Christus. Ja? Der sagt, stehe an der Tür und knock, klopfe. Ja?
Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my
Wenn
voice
irgendjemand meine Stimme hört
and open the door,
und die Tür öffnet,
I will come into him
dann komme ich zu ihm,
and will sup with him,
werde mit ihm essen, werde ihm
and
füttern
he with me.
und er mit mir.
Okay?
Ne?
Yeah, kind of.
Das heißt, theoretisch, was Yahushua damit sagt, ist, wenn du das Wort hörst und öffnest die Tür, lässt ihn reinkommen. Er füttert dich mit dem weißen Verständnis in seiner Zeit. Weil es gibt solche Brüder, die haben Verständnis über das ganze Buch von Offenbarung, das ganze Buch von Daniel, das ganze Buch von Genesis, was schwere Bücher sind. Aber manche andere Brothers haben nur das Basic, sozusagen, wie nennt man das? Basic Fundament, sozusagen das Fundament, was du brauchst. Mehr haben sie nicht. Aber sie arbeiten dran und arbeiten an sich selbst. Weil es geht nicht darum, dass du der Weiseste bist. Es geht um deine Taten, was du tust. Wie ist deine Connection sozusagen mit Gott? Verstehst du, was ich meine? Was tust du? Hältst du die Gebote oder nicht? Bist du brüderlich oder nicht? Und so weiter und so fort. Hörst du auf das, was er dir gesagt hat? Schaust du, wachst du und so weiter und so fort. Bist du ein Mann, den er haben möchte?
I was about to read the talent, the parable of the
10 virgins?
Yeah.
25. Matthew 25.
Das Christentum, das ist ja erfreulich.
I wrote it in the other. I had a precept written for this and my other sword. I was looking for it. I don't gotta get it out. Okay, so just to show you that we all have different talents. Okay, this is Matthew chapter 25. Now this is a parable. Okay, when Yahushua, when Jesus was on the earth, he don't tell it straight. He tell it like a, what is that?
Parabel.
Parable.
Deutsch ist ja Gleichnis.
Okay. So this is Matthew chapter 25 and verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. So you're gonna bring.
Ah ja, okay. Das heißt, das Königreich vom Himmel ist wie 10 Jungfrauen, sagt er. 5 von denen waren weise, 5 von denen waren idiotisch. Das heißt, es spricht über die Nation von Israel. Aber 5 von denen, du musst es so vorstellen, manche von Israel sind weise, manche sind idiotisch. Manche hören auf das Wort und haben das Wort und gehen weiter in dieses Wort, aber manche sind idiotisch, hören nicht zu, machen, was sie wollen. Sie haben die Warnung gehört, weil was wir gerade hier so, du gesagt, wir sind Christentum, wir sind kein Christentum. Wir sind hebräische Israeliten. Das ist das Ding. Wir glauben an die Bibel, ja, aber wir glauben nicht an die christliche Doktrine, an die Lehre von Christentum. Wie zum Beispiel Gott kam für alle, Jesus für alle gestorben und so weiter und so fort. Das glauben wir nicht. Wir glauben, dass er nur für die Nation für Israel kam, die aber über die ganze Welt verteilt ist. Weil es gibt zum Beispiel, du siehst mal nicht, ich bin heller, gell? Aber ich glaube an Gott, ich glaube, dass ich ein Israelit bin. Wenn ich zum Beispiel eine Frau mit einer sogenannten weißen Frau mache oder eine sogenannte chinesische Frau mache, kommt mein Kind noch mal heller raus, gell? Aber trotzdem geht das Kind ja zu mir zurück und zu meinem Vorvater. Wie zum Beispiel bei Abraham, Isaac und Jakob. Weil es sagt ja nicht Abraham und Rebekka, es sagt Abraham, Isaac und Jakob. Das heißt, es geht um den Vater. Das heißt, sagen wir zum Beispiel, dann mein Kind, was wieder ein Junge ist, macht wieder ein Kind mit einer, sagen wir, Marokkanerin. Das heißt, das Kind wird noch mal heller. Am Ende sieht er aus wie ein Marokkaner, aber es ist ein Israelit, weil er zu meinem Vorvater zurückgeht. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und das glauben wir. Just keep on going, Matthew. Das heißt, das Königreich vom Himmel ist wie 10 Jungfrauen. 5 sind weise, 5 sind idiotisch. 5 hören zu, 5 hören nicht zu.
Verse 4. But the,
Just, I think I want to go back. Matthäus 25 wieder. Ist okay. Ja. What you doing? Now let me keep reading. Look you up your thing.
can you read?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna break it down.
That's the one that I want.
Yeah, just when you remember, just bring it down. This, Matthew 25, verse 1 again. And it says, Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. Das heißt, sie sind rausgegangen mit den Lampen, mit der Weisheit und wollten den Bräutigam treffen. Wer ist der Bräutigam? Yahushua, sogenannt Jesus Christus. Okay?
Okay. Well, the point that I was trying to show him is 14, but we're going to get down to it. Okay? Verse 2. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Just read it through again.
Oh, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them.
Das heißt, die Idiotischen hatten eine Flamme, eine Lampe, aber hatten kein Öl. Das heißt, wie wollen sie die Flamme weiterhin anhalten, damit sie sehen, wenn sie kein Öl haben? Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt, du hast Weisheit, aber du musst diese Weisheit auch füttern. Das heißt, du musst in diese Verse gehen und diese Weisheit erneuern. Du musst sie immer scharf halten, so wie so ein Messer. Du musst immer schärfen, verstehst du, was ich meine? Und das musst du mit deinem Spirit machen, mit dem Verständnis von der Bibel. Ja?
But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
Aber die Weisen haben Öl mit sich genommen. Das heißt, sie haben die ganze Zeit Weisheit gehabt. Und das repräsentiert diese Weisen in den letzten Tagen. Weil wenn du so überlegst, sagen wir zum Beispiel, alles ist Dunkelheit, gell? Du hast dieses Feuer, du hast diese Lampe und siehst, du suchst sozusagen den Bräutigam. Der Bräutigam kommt und du sollst zu ihm kommen. Wie willst du den Weg finden, wenn du kein Licht hast? Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt...
Go ahead, because Joel 2.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring it up.
This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 2.
Just give me a second.
Because wir haben eine Lampe, no?
Yeah.
And the oil is the wisdom, the understanding.
Weisheit und Verständnis.
Okay?
Aber wenn du so denkst, gell, die Weisheit ist, wenn du dich weise verhältst. Das heißt, du weißt, was kommt, du verhältst dich sozusagen mit dem Verständnis sozusagen. Du hast das Verständnis von einer Situation, verhältst dich weise. Aber das Verständnis, wenn du was siehst, du verstehst und dann verhältst du dich weise. Das heißt, du siehst was, verstehst was und dann reagierst du drauf. Und du verstehst, was ich meine. Das heißt, es baut alles aufeinander auf, die weiße Verständnis und so weiter und so fort. 2 und 2. Joel 2 und 2.
This is Joel chapter 2 verse 2. A day of darkness. Start at 1.
Fang auf 1 an, ja?
Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
Das heißt, blasst Trompete in Sion, in Israel.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Und dann bringt einen Alarm raus in meinen heiligen Berg.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
Dass all die Bewohner von dem Land zittern.
For the day of the Lord cometh For it is nigh.
Welcher Vers?
Na, Joel 2. Joel.
For the day of the Lord cometh,
Weil der Tag vom Herrn kommt,
for it is nigh at hand.
nah an der Hand. Okay, es ist richtig über den Tag von Herrn, wenn er zurückkommt. Aha.
A day of
Ein
darkness
Tag von Dunkelheit.
and of gloominess.
Aha.
A day of clouds and thick darkness.
Das ist ein Tag von Wolken und dicker Dunkelheit.
And the morning spread upon the mountain. A great
Das ist die letzte Mountain.
and the morning spread upon the mountain.
Und das sozusagen, weil wenn du so überlegst, gell, wenn der Morgen aufgeht und du stehst hinter einem Berg, was passiert? Du bist komplett in Dunkelheit. Sagen wir zum Beispiel jetzt, die Sonne geht hier auf, gell? Was haben wir dann in Schatten? Das heißt, wir ein Tag voll komplette Dunkelheit sein. Aha.
There a great people and strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. For even to the years of many generations.
Das heißt, wir ein Tag wie niemals zuvor sein. Und die Dunkelheit repräsentiert nicht, dass alles dunkel sein wird. Es wird ein Tag sein, wo Leute kein Verständnis mehr haben werden. Wo keine Leute sein werden, ey, was passiert hier gerade? Ich check gerade gar nichts mehr. Aber wenn du doch so überlegst, sagen wir zum Beispiel so, Leute sagen, du bist Dunkelheit, du hast Licht gefunden. Warum? Weil du Weiß ja gefunden hast, ja? Und so ist es genauso hier. Das heißt, es wird ein dunkler Tag sein, wo Leute keine Ahnung haben werden, was abgeht. Wo Leute keinen Ausweg haben werden. Keine Lösung sehen werden, weil die sagen, eine Lösung ist Licht kommt. Aber was passiert, wenn du Dunkelheit da ist? Und deswegen brauchst du dieses Öl, um diese letzte Zeit zu stehen. Gib mir Isaiah 36, glaube ich.
This is Isaiah.
Das ist die letzte Vers, weil wir müssen das verarbeiten.
Ja, okay, ja genau, Isaiah 33, 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6.
Jesaja ist in Deutsch. Jesaja 33, 6.
You gotta go.
To work. Ist cool, man.
Isaiah, sorry,
33. 33 und 6.
6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Weisheit, Verständnis und Stabilität von deinen Zeiten sein. Siehst du, das heißt, du brauchst diese Weisheit, Stabilität, Verständnis, um zu stehen. Weil wenn Zeiten kommen, was wir sehen Leute lehnen sich gegen die Regierung auf, zum Beispiel, in den ganzen Ländern. Wir sehen, Chaos kommt überall her. Wir sehen, die Infrastruktur von dieser ganzen Welt bricht zusammen. Wir sehen eine Zeit wie niemals zuvor. Die Zeit von Jakobs Ärger. Und was wird deine Stabilität sein? Der Glaube und das Verständnis im Herrn. Und wenn du das Wort Stabilität gehst, in Hebräisch, bedeutet es Amuana. Ich gehe zurück zum Wort Amuan, was bedeutet Glauben. Das heißt, Weisheit Verständnis wird dein Glauben sein, weil du weißt, ey, der Herr wird kommen, wird mich erlösen. Weil ich das getan habe, weil ich mich bewiesen habe und so weiter und so fort, wird er kommen. Das Weisheit Verständnis wird der Stabilität von der Zeiten sein. Das ist genauso wie wir es lernen, solltest du lernen. Wie wir diese Videos machen, schau sie dir an und lerne daraus. Weißt du, ich meine, es gibt viele Brothers überall auf der Welt. Es gibt hast du schon mal von Surinamen gehört? Ja, siehst du, ich auch davon nicht. Das sind Brothers in Islands zum Beispiel, Aruba,
Costa Rica.
South America, right?
South America.
Ja, Südamerika so ungefähr.
Peru.
Da gibt es Brüder in Peru, in Mexiko, ja, mehr über ganz Amerika und so weiter und so fort.
Unterscheiden, wenn das Wahrheit sagt, wenn nicht.
Guck nach GMS. Bei uns Seite ist GMS, Germany. Schau nach GMS. Wenn du Seiten willst, geh einfach auf die Seite und wir schauen. Just finish it off and then you can go.
This is 33, Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time,
Das weiße Verständnis und Stabilität von Zeiten sein.
and strength of salvation.
Stärke von der Lösung.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Die Furcht vom Herrn ist der Schatz. Warum? Weil die Furcht vom Herrn dich die Weisheit lehrt. Das ist der Anfang von Weisheit. Wenn du den Herrn fürchtest, bekommst du Weisheit. Das ist der Anfang davon.
When you fear, you're going to listen.
Ja.
If when your papa says, hey, mag das nicht, you fear him because you're listening to him. You must be sagt. So diese Wort, we must hören und machen, was sagt. This show the fear of the Lord. Wenn du rauchst Marijuana and God sagt, das ist nicht gut, you stop that because God sagt, das ist nicht gut. Wenn du esst Schwein and God sagt, das ist nicht gut, then you mag kein Essen mehr. Then you show you fear the Lord because you don't want to get destroyed.
Ja.
You see?
Das heißt, du willst deine Regeln sprechen so ungefähr, weil du ihn fürchtest. So zeigst du deine Furcht, weil wenn du es überlegst. Sagen wir zum Beispiel, du willst Liebe zeigen, gell? Sagst du, deinem Bruder Liebe zeigen, sagst du ihm einfach, ich liebe dich oder zeigst du durch Aktion? Durch Taten, weißt du, das ist genau dasselbe wie bei uns. So müssen wir den Herrn zeigen, welcher der wahre Name Yahweh ist, welcher bedeutet, er existiert.
Show real quick. Just show real quick before you run out.
Okay. Das heißt, wenn du ins Hebräische gehst, weil früher Zum Beispiel Yahushua, welche ignorant Jesus Christus genannt wird, hat Hebräisch gesprochen. Ja?
Was lesen von der Resh.
Ja, das heißt, die Hebräisch wird von rechts nach links gelesen. Der wahre Name von Gott ist hier, Yahweh. Yahweh. Und dann, sag ich mal, weil wie zum Beispiel in der deutschen Sprache werden Connect, wie nennt man das, Buchstaben weggenommen. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt Yahweh. Und du sagst Yahweh. Du sagst Yahweh. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und Ja bedeutet er, Hawa existiert. Das heißt, er ist, weil er sagt, ich bin der ich bin. Hat er zum Beispiel zu Moses gesagt, ich bin der ich bin. Er rettet, er befreit. Das ist der Name. Ja? Er kam ja, um die Leute zu retten. Das heißt, Yahushua. 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 Und das ist der wahre Name von Jesus Christus, welcher bedeutet, er ist der Lösung. Das sind zwei wahre Namen, das sagten die in Römer 10 und 13. Der ist, oder Apostelgeschichte 4 und 12, da ist kein anderer Name unter dem Himmel gegeben, wodurch wir gerettet werden müssen. Weil wenn du so überlegst, du hast einen Namen, gell? Sag mir zum Beispiel, mein Name ist Jeffrey. Wenn du mich jetzt Alfred rufst, hörst du drauf? Wenn du mich Bernhard rufst, hörst du drauf? Nein. Genau ist es mit Gott. Warum sollte Gott auf irgendeinen Titel hören? Gott ist ein Titel. Gott bedeutet Kraft.
God of War.
Gott des Krieges, Gott des Wassers, Gott des Feuers. Es gibt verschiedene Götter. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Aber er ist der allmächtige Gott. Almighty Power. Aber Gott bedeutet Kraft. Weil ich kann auch Gott sagen, keiner weiß, was ich meine. Welchen Gott meinst du? Meinst du den Gott von den Buddhisten? Meinst du den Gott von Islam? Meinst du den Gott von den Christen? Welchen meinst du? Das heißt, er hat einen Gott, er hat einen Namen. Genauso wie wir einen Namen haben. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und warum wir Yahushua haben? Weil sein Name, weil der Buchstabe J ist erst 400 Jahre alt. Das heißt, wie wurde er früher genannt? Wie wurde er vor 400 Jahren genannt? Wenn er Hebräisch gesprochen hat. Und sein Name ist Yahushua, er ist für seine Leute, er soll retten. Deswegen Yahushua, er rettet, er befreit. Das soll ich nur kurz zeigen.
They say the name of the Lord is YHWH.
Ja. Genau, und wenn du zum Beispiel nachguckst auf Wikipedia, du sagst, was ist der Name von Herrn? Sagen die YHWH. Und wenn du es dann, weil wenn du es hier siehst, ja, das A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Sa, Wa und so weiter und so fort. Immer mit einem A. Das heißt, du sagst Ja, Ha, Wa. Und das ist der Name.
And this was written in 841 BC by the Chinese people. They had this. This was found. And on this was written the same symbols. When you look at the letters, those same symbols was on this. Found, I think it was in China, right?
Yeah, this is the Moabite stone.
Yeah, Moabite stone was found in China. And then when you look at the movie Ten Commandments with Charles Heston, if you look right there, they have it even in the movie too. The same thing. Yahweh. So they know the name, but they don't tell us it. They tell us Yahweh, Jehovah, to keep us away from this. Because this gives us, that's what they say, when you know the truth shall set you free. Free from what? Are we free? No, we're not free, but your mind is free from the lies. It's free from what you've been taught your whole life. Because now that you see this, everything you start to see is like, damn, everything is a lie. All this is illusion. What is loose here? Everything is lying. And this is what the world is. Because why? Before you go, I give you one last precept. Before you go, I got one more for you. Job 9:24? Yeah. 9 and 24. You got it, Ike? Give me that.
Book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. Job 9 and 24. Job 9:24, and it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Who runs the earth? Are we running the earth? Do black people sit at the power seat and make all the laws? No, so there are white people that are running the earth. Why would God call them wicked? You see, these are the questions that we got to start to ask. Because like I said, there are people that are straight up wicked, and then there are people that are spiritual. You understand? So you can come back again, when you got time, Okay.
Schön, ne? Ich bin auch Grieche. Wo kommen Sie her?
Wir? Ultimativ von Israel.
Israel. Schön. Ich komme aus Brasilien, aber ich bin nicht.
Oh, where?
Brasilien.
Brasilien?
Ja.
Ah, okay.
Das ist auch bloß Evangelisação. Evangelisch so groß. Aber schön, gefällt mir.
It's good.
Und hier bei der Isaias, ne? Isaias Fantasia. Sie haben gesagt, Isaias
33,6.
33,6.
Genau.
Das ist Sex.
Genau.
Ich habe die
Ja, genau Sex. Ja,
das stimmt.
ja, genau.
Ich muss von mir was geben.
Ja.
Wenn ich nicht gebe, ich bekomme nicht von
Genau.
der Heiligen Geist.
Genau. Ja.
Und man muss aufpassen, aber das sagen. Wir können alles haben, aber wer muss uns geben?
Ja, wir müssen Glauben haben.
Ja, genau.
Ja. Das ist das.
Schön, sehr gut.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Gott segne euch.
Kannst du kurz schnell erklären, was es hier gilt?
Was im Gebet steht für unsere Nationalität? Wir sind hebräische Israeliten. Wir predigen die Wahrheit von der Bibel, dass Gott zurückkommen wird, Leute versklaven wird, dass er 2/3 von den Israeliten töten wird und dass er das Königreich von sag ich mal, König...
Warte, nochmal.
Okay, also ist gut.
Hebräische Israeliten?
Ja, wir sind hebräische Israeliten.
Spricht die Hebräisch?
Wir? Ja.
אתה מדבר בעברית? אתה מדבר בעברית?
Okay. Wir sprechen kein Jiddisch, wir sprechen Hebräisch.
Ja, das war Hebräisch.
Ja. Bist du Jude?
Ja.
Bist du Jude?
Ja.
Okay, das Ding ist, du bist Jude, gell? Wo sind die anderen 11 Stämme, wenn ich fragen darf?
Teilt mal die Welt.
Aber wie kannst du dann sagen, dass du Juda bist? Wie kannst du sagen, dass du ein Jude bist? Weil Juda ist ja der Stamm von Jude. Ist ja Juda. Wie du da siehst. Juda, da kommt das Wort Jude.
Ja.
Genau. Das heißt, wo sind die anderen 11 Stämme? Weil willst du mir sagen, die ganze Nation von Israel sind alle Juda. Das sind keine Benjamites, weil wenn du sagst, das ist Südkönigreich, da waren noch Benjamites und Leviten dabei.
Aber es ist doch anders. Es ist doch Juda, Kohen.
Was meinst du damit?
Also, es wird doch in 3 Stämme mittlerweile unterteilt.
2. Es gibt Nord- und Südkönigreich.
Ja.
Südkönigreich ist Juda, Benjamin und Levi. Im Nordkönigreich sind die anderen 10 Stämme. Weil Levi war in jedem Stamm verteilt. Das heißt, wenn du sagst, du bist das Juda ist das Königreich, wo ihr gerade seid, dann müssen wir schon Benjamites sein, dann müssen wir auch Levites sein. Und nicht nur Judites. Und das ist das Ding, weil was wir predigen, wird als sogenannt antisemitisch gesehen. Ist einfach so. Weil wir sagen, die Juden. Ja, was wir predigen, weil wir sagen, die Juden in Israel sind nicht wahre Juden, das sagen wir. Weil, give me Revelation 2:9 and give me also what was it? That's actually Amos 9.
Wieso sind die Juden in Israel keine Juden?
Warum?
Revelation Chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works
Ich kenne deine Arbeit
and tribulation
und Trübsal
and poverty,
und deine Armut,
but thou art rich.
aber du bist reich.
And I know the blasphemy
Ich kenne die Blasphemie
of them
von denen,
which say they are
die
Jews
sagen, die sind Juden,
and are not,
und sind es nicht.
but are the synagogue of
Aber
Satan.
sind die Synagoge von Satan. Weil das Ding ist, wenn du glaubst, folgt dir der Talmud? Ihr folgt dem Talmud, gell? Der Talmud geht gegen die Bibel. Der Talmud steht, du kannst mit einer kleinen, minderjährigen Jungen, 13-jährigen Jungen, kann ein Priester Sex haben. Und die Torah spricht gegen Homosexualität. Das heißt, wie kann man den Talmud glauben? Zum Beispiel das.
Also das steht in der Bibel.
In der Bibel steht, dass ein Mann und ein Mann keinen Sex haben dürfen.
Ja.
Aber du hast gesagt, du glaubst an den Talmud, hast du gesagt.
Ja, Torah halt.
Nein, Torah und Talmud sind 2 verschiedene Bücher.
Ja, geht. Also du hast auch einen Talmud in der Torah.
Wie meinst du das?
Das Teil vom Talmud auf jeden Fall auch in der Torah steht.
Teil von, was für ein Teil? Was steht da drin zum Beispiel?
Warte, ich zeig dir das, okay?
Weil das Ding ist, wenn du an die Talmud glaubst und die Torah, dann widerspricht sich das.
Man kann sich nur einen sagen.
Ja, weil die Talmud sagt so, give me Leviticus Chapter 20, 13. Weil zum Beispiel die Talmud sagt, dass du mit einem minderjährigen Jungen Sex haben darfst, ja?
This is Leviticus chapter 20 verse 13. If a man also lie with
Wenn
mankind,
ein Mann auch mit einem Mann schläft,
as he lieth with a woman,
wie er mit einer Frau schläft,
both
Sex
of
hat,
them have committed an abomination.
beide von denen
Sorry,
haben
ich habe mit dem Tanakh verwechselt, nicht Talmud.
Tanakh.
Tanakh, ja.
Der Tanakh ist der Torah, ja.
Ja, Torah, nicht Talmud.
Ja, okay, ja, okay. Dann ist es anders. Aber trotzdem, wenn jemand sagt, er glaubt an die Talmud und an die Torah, dann macht es keinen Sinn. Weil hier steht, wenn ein Mann mit einem Mann schläft, wie mit einer Frau, haben die eine Abscheulichkeit begangen und was?
They shall surely be put to death.
Die sollen sicherlich getötet werden.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Das Blut soll auf ihn sein. Das heißt,
Hallo?
die Leute, das heißt, die Leute, die sagen, die töten, an denen wir keine Hand und Blut leben, sondern auf denen wir es leben. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und das ist dann Leben. Das geht um Leben. Aber ja, aber das ist das Ding. Das heißt, was wir predigen ist, dass die Israeliten erstens dunkelhäutig sind. Weil Adam zum Beispiel kam aus der Erde, richtig? Das heißt, er war dunkelhäutig. Die Erde, desto tiefer du kriegst, dunkelhäutig. Das heißt, die ganze Welt war dunkelhäutig und jetzt aus nichts ist die Majority von der Welt hellhäutig. Wie kann das sein? Es kann ja nicht sein, dass die ganze Nation, give me Jeremiah 42, dass die ganze Nation von Israel dunkelhäutig war und dann aus nichts alle hellhäutig sind. Verstehst du, was ich meine?
Aber wie kommt dieser Satz, die in Israel leben, Juden sind keine Juden? Wieso? Erklär mir das.
Weil jetzt zum Beispiel ist er jüdisch, gell?
Ja.
Wenn du
Aber auch das Volk. Also nicht nur Religion, sondern auch vom Volk.
Aber das ist dann nicht das Problem. Wenn jemand sagt, ich kann zum Judentum konvertieren, wo in der Bibel steht, dass ich zum Judentum konvertieren konnte? Wo war in den alten, von der Torah, in der Zeit von Abraham, Isaac und Jakob und so weiter und so fort, wo war es eine Zeit, wo einfach, als Beispiel ein Ishmaelite von einer anderen Zunge kommt, kann ich sagen, jetzt, ja, ich bin jetzt auch ein Jude. Wo war das? In welcher Zeit war das? Wo war das? Das war nicht, ja?
Du kannst ja auch nicht jetzt kommen und sagen, ey, ich bin Jude. Du musst ja gewisse Sachen machen damit.
Welches Eltern ist Juden? Deine Mama oder dein Papa? Papa. Er ist ein Jude. Er war geboren in Israel.
Nein, Ukraine.
Well, what?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
So how did he become a Jew?
His grandparents and his grandparents and grandparents.
They went to Israel to claim their heritage, right?
Yeah, after the Soviet Union allowed to go to Israel, they went there. So I have family right now there.
So
there wasn't any Israel before.
Yeah.
You got it. Go ahead. Through the Balfour Declaration, Israel was created, the state of Israel.
And
But in the Bible,
1948, but before it wasn't.
but in the Bible, it states that Israel was a nation because there was a northern and a southern
There was
kingdom.
always a nation.
Okay, but through the Balfour Declaration with Great Britain and the Rothschild family, Lord Baron Rothschild, the Balfour Declaration wrote that Israel was a state, right? But Israel was a country before it was a state. And it got sacked in the year 70 AD. It got destroyed, right? And all of those people fled from Israel into Africa. Into Africa, not to Ukraine. They fled into Africa.
Kind of. They fled all over the world.
They were scattered all over the world.
Why were there Jews in Spain?
Because there were the Moors.
Yeah.
The Jews first were dark-skinned people. They weren't white. They weren't light-skinned people.
But what about all the Jewish people who are white? You know Netanyahu?
Yes, I know him. Yes.
So, just for example, he's white, right?
Yeah.
So he isn't a Jew.
He's not a Jew because to be you got to be of the tribe of Judah.
Okay, wait a minute. If you have a white wife and your child,
Like me. I know.
okay.
I know.
So, as you explained before, I could always lie down, right?
That's not what we're not saying. I know what you want to go to. You want to say that basically we tell them that only dark-skinned people are Israelites, right?
Yeah, that's what I understand.
No, that's what we're not saying. The thing is, what you have to understand is we're saying that the nation of Israel, how it built up, is not scripture. That another nation comes and saves the nation of Israel and sets them back in the land. Where's it written in the Bible? Where's the prophecy for it? Because
the Bible isn't for the Jews.
The Bible is not for the Jews.
The Bible, no. The Old Testament. But
And the New Testament
The
also.
whole Bible is for the Jews.
No.
Of course.
No.
Why not? Tell me why not.
So
What is
the
not
New Testament? Jesus? Who is Jesus?
He only came from the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yeah,
So how
wait,
he came-
but who is he? But
He's the Son of God.
we are all children of God.
He's the
If
only
he's the
begotten Son of God.
Son of
then
God.
we are all children of God. He wasn't
Why?
better than us.
Of course you are better. He kept the law, such commandments to 100%. You keep the 630 commandments 100%. You keep all the laws to 100%.
Sorry again.
You keep all the commandments, all the laws, the Torah. You keep it to 100%. You don't eat swine.
Me or the people?
I talk about you. Because you said
I
we all
try,
like Jesus.
I try, but
you don't
okay.
keep it 100, right?
No, you
Jesus
can't.
did it.
He did. He did it. He was
Jesus did it.
perfect. Because he was the Word.
No,
Yeah,
because
of course.
he told that he's better than other people.
He
Where?
said,
He said, yeah, I'm the lowest, I'm the
yeah.
meekest.
Okay,
That's why
but
he washed the disciples' feet.
Yeah.
Why did he wash their feet?
Why he
That's
came
why he
on
said
a
the
donkey.
servant is not greater than the master.
Yeah.
No.
Gonna preach it.
Go ahead.
This book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahushua, Jesus, the Son of God. Let us hold fast our profession. Verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmity, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. This means that he was going through the same trials and tribulation that we went through the same life in the flesh, but he didn't sin.
He didn't. Who, Jesus?
Yeah, he didn't sin.
He kept the laws.
He kept the laws 100%.
And what does it make him?
What?
And what does it make him? So he keeps all the laws.
It makes him perfect.
Because the law is perfect.
Okay, if I don't eat pig and
Yeah.
I don't, and I will have the 613 laws and
You can't. That's the
no
problem.
way.
You can't.
why?
Why? So you go to Israel right now, can go and sacrifice a lamb right now? You sacrifice a lamb for a sin offering? You do that? You do the sacrificial law? Because according to your belief, you have to still sacrifice for your sins.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice a lamb for a sin. You are too
Unblemished,
unblemished.
firstborn.
For your sin.
Warte, kannst du auf Deutsch reden, weil dann
Also okay, okay.
Ja.
Das heißt, zum Beispiel, wenn du sündigst, gell? Es gibt verschiedene Sünden, verschiedene Opfergaben.
Ja.
Das heißt, wie machst du deine Opfergaben? Wie tust du Buß vor deinen Sünden? Weil du musst nach der Torah Opfergaben geben.
Okay. Okay, wie genau, in welchen Bereichen sündige ich?
Wie?
Also so, ich esse kein Schwein, ich versuche die 613 Gebote zu halten.
Du versuchst es.
Okay, sagen wir, ich mache es. Macht es mich zu einem zweiten Jesus dann?
Das Ding ist, ich kann...
Na, warte,
Ja, das ist das Problem. Das Ding ist, keiner auf dieser Welt kann das tun. Deswegen kann ich das nicht sagen.
So dann.
Wie so denn? Das heißt, jemand kann sagen, dass er den Tempel von Israel hat, tägliche Opfergaben machen kann. Das heißt, sagen wir zum Beispiel, du bist ein Levit, du musst täglich Opfergaben bringen. Wo ist der Tempel? Wo ist Israels Tempel? Merkst du was? Das heißt, das kannst du nicht behalten.
Okay. Angenommen, es gäbe. Und ich würde alles
Aber angenommen ist es nicht da, ist es nicht da.
Ja, ich will es ja nur von euch verstehen, weißt du?
Verstehst du, was du meinst?
Ja, schau mal. Also wenn zum Beispiel der Tempel da wäre, ich würde alles machen, alle Opfergaben, alles.
Da wärst du perfekt.
Dann wäre ich der zweite Jesus.
Das sagst du nicht.
Aber wieso
Nein,
nicht?
weil er Sohn Gottes ist, weil er ist einmalig. Das ist einfach das Problem.
Aber wieso
Das
ist
Problem,
das
hör mir zu.
Du kannst ja nicht sagen, ich bin auch einmalig. Es gibt keine Person wie ich auf der Welt mit meinem Namen. Es gibt auch keine Person mit deinem Namen, oder?
Doch, es gibt meinen Namen, doch.
Vor- und Nachnamen und dein Aussehen, oder nicht?
Also ich habe schon Leute gesehen, die sehen aus wie ich, aber die
Und
haben
die
ja
hießen
selben
die so
Nein,
und
das
hatten
heißt nicht.
dieselbe Mutter.
Nein.
Und, ja, also bist du ja auch ein
Ja, aber das trotzdem das Problem ist, was du verstehen musst, ist, dass ich nicht sagen werde, dass irgendjemand dasselbe machen kann wie Jesus, weil er ist eine einmalige Sache. Sonst würde Gott nicht sagen, ich habe meinen eigenen Sohn gegeben. Er sagt, ich habe meinen eigenen Sohn gegeben, dass wir Buß tun können für die Sünden.
Weil war Jesus von der Religion?
Wie Religion? Das ist das Problem, was du verstehst. Früher gab es keine Religion. Es gab Nationalität.
Nein, es gab Religion.
Wo gab es Religion? Zeig mir in der Bibel, wo es sagt, es gab Religion.
Was hat, okay.
Vor allem nicht in der Tora.
Abraham.
Ja, wo war der
War
Religion?
nicht der erste Jude.
Nein, Abraham war ein Hebrew, aber war kein Jude. Die Nation von Israel kam erst nach Abraham. Abraham hatte Isaac und Isaac hatte Jakob und Jakob, sein Name wurde, nachdem er mit dem Engel gekämpft hat, wurde zu Israel geändert.
Ja, Israel, er hat mit Gott gekämpft.
Genau, Yasha'Allah bedeutet
Princess of Power.
Prinz der Kraft.
So
Yasha'Allah.
gehört Israel, also Isra, gekämpft und El mit Gott.
Das heißt, Ja means he, Shah means Prince, Allah means Power. Er ist der Prinz der Kraft, das bedeutet Yasha'Allah, das bedeutet Israel. Und das ist das Ding, das heißt, da kam es Nation von Israel überhaupt nicht zustande. Das heißt, wie kann Abraham dann ein Jude sein? Wie kann er dann der erste Jude sein? Das macht keinen Sinn.
Okay, warte, als er mit Gott geredet hat.
Wer? Abraham.
Ja.
Und sein Sohn Isaac opfern wollte. Ja. Ja.
Das ist doch Religion, oder nicht? Wenn du
Nein.
wenn du an Gott glaubst und das tust, was er dir sagt, verfolgst du nicht eine Religion dann.
Nein, weil das ist deine Nationalität, das sollst du
Die
tun.
Nationalität ist das Land, wo ich wohne.
Nein, hör mir zu, guck mal. Früher hatte jede Nationalität, sagen wir zum Beispiel, es gab Ishmaelites, gell? Es gab die Moabites, die Ammonites, die hatten alle ihre Götter. Israel hat ihren Gott. Israel hat ihren Gott, welcher auch einen Namen hat, welcher Yahweh ist. Nicht Jehova, nicht Yahweh oder sonst irgendwas. Das heißt, er war der einzige Gott für sie. Das heißt, wie kann eine Nation kommen und sagen, ja, ey, ich bin jetzt auch der Gott von Israel?
Warte, nochmal, ihr seid welche Religion?
Es gibt keine Religion. Wir glauben daran, dass wir hebräische Israeliten sind und dass der Gott von der Bibel unser Gott
Ihr
ist.
glaubt daran, dass es keine Religion gibt.
Ja, es gibt keine
Ihr glaubt
Religion.
an das Volk,
Ja.
in das Volk der Menschen sozusagen.
Ja.
Religion is
Religion ist eine Lüge, wie sie jetzt aufgepusht wird. Warum? Religion zerteilt Leute.
Ja.
Normalerweise soll es eine Nation, sozusagen ein Glaube.
Aber Nationen zerteilen doch auch Leute.
Wie? Ja, Nation für Nation aber. Ist doch okay. Wenn ich mit meiner Nation bin, ist doch okay. Wenn du mit der Nation bist, ist doch okay. Ist doch kein Problem.
Aber Religion doch auch.
Nein, Religion zerteilt Leute. Weil zum Beispiel ich sage, okay, ich bin ein Muslim. Aber mein Vorfahr geht zu Israel zurück. Er sagt, er ist ein Christ und sein Vorfahr geht zu Israel zurück. Das heißt, er ist Christ und ich bin ein Moslem jetzt. Das heißt, wir sind zerteilt.
So, Also Israel im Sinne vom Volk, also nicht vom Staatsangehörigkeit, sondern vom Volk,
Vom
von
Volk,
Vorfahren.
von Vorfahren, ja. Da glaube ich, durch die Blutlinie.
Okay, so ist Haberland fragt, Israel was created, right? In the Bible steht, when Israel is made
New
again.
Testament, the New or the Old?
Lass ihn doch mal.
You say what?
In the Old
in the New Testament, where he says when he comes back, that Israel is going to be a wonderful nation.
But just a question. Who wrote the New Testament?
What do you mean who wrote? Okay, so the prophets wrote the New Testament, just like John, Matthew. They all wrote it, just like Moses wrote the Old.
Like
But the point
Isaiah,
is,
Jeremiah.
the Jews, the religion, Judaism, it doesn't believe in the New Testament. There isn't no New Testament for them.
Judaism. Go ahead.
How you don't repent from your sins then? Tell me. In Judaism, how do you repent then?
Wie meine,
Wie tust du Buße?
also eigentlich so, wie es im Alten Testament steht.
Das heißt, du hast Opfergaben für deine Sünden.
Ich rede jetzt über allgemein, nicht ich, ja? Also theoretisch ja. Im Alten Testament steht doch niemand.
Ja, aber mach dir das. Das ist das Ding. Das heißt, du willst mir jetzt sagen, du nimmst deinen Namen, schneidest die Kehle auf und tust deine Opfergabe vor Gott.
Nee, mach ich nicht.
Du kannst nicht mal,
Siehst du? Das ist das Ding. Das ist das Problem.
Islam, du kannst, nein, was hast du hier in Deutsch?
Okay, so ask him why are none of the prophecies fulfilled since Israel is a nation again?
Egal wie auch.
Why is the earth led war?
He don't believe in the New Testament. That's the thing.
Ah, okay.
He don't believe it.
But he
But
believe in the
but
Old Testament.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the whole thing is, you have to, was du verstehen musst ist, nach dem Alten Testament, zum Beispiel, du trägst ja Klamotten mit gemixten, wie nennt man das, Stoffen, gell? Das ist eine Sünde. Das sollst du nicht tun. Zum Beispiel das. Wenn du die Ecken von deinem Corner oder von deinen Haaren schneidest, ist eine Sünde, sollst du nicht tun. Das heißt, für deine Sünden, es gibt sogar, du machst Sünden unabsichtlich, du musst eine Opfergabe bringen. Das heißt, wie bringst du diese Opfergabe? Das will ich wissen. Weil wenn du sagst, du glaubst in Judaism, wie machst du eine Opfergabe?
Also, oder es gibt gar keinen zweiten Tempel, wurde jetzt zerstört. Gibt's ja nicht.
Merkst du was? Das heißt, ihr könnt es nicht halten. Das heißt, wie haltet ihr deine Gesetze?
Was halten wir?
Wie haltet ihr deine Gesetze? Wie macht ihr Opfergaben? Wie tut ihr das? Wenn ihr es nicht machen könnt, wenn kein Tempel mehr da ist,
Aber heißt es, dass die Religion dann nicht mehr existiert oder wie?
das ist das Problem. Da kam Yahushua ins Spiel.
Die was?
Da kam sogenannter Jesus Christus ins Spiel. Weil er ist die ultimative Opfergabe. Er ist das Bindeglied zwischen uns und Gott.
Aber Jesus, wann wurde der zweite Tempel zerstört? 70 nach.
Ja, das war ja nach Jesus
hat
Zeit.
Ja, nein.
Natürlich.
Ach so, ja,
Nach Jesus Zeit. Deswegen. Nach Jesus Zeit.
Also das heißt, aber du willst mir doch gerade erzählen, dass Jesus danach kam.
Nein. Jesus kam vor 70 AD.
Ja, das
Ja.
ist klar. Aber du willst mir erzählen, dass er das Bindeglied war, weil es ja keinen Tempel mehr gab. Oder nicht? Also so habe ich es gerade verstanden.
Ja, weil du musst ja verstehen, dass wir zum Beispiel, wo hat Jesus denn gepredigt? Es war doch in römischer Gefangenschaft.
Ja.
Die waren ja überall verteilt, die Israeliten. Das heißt, wie sollten die es denn halten? Genauso wie jetzt, weil ich sage,
Nein, ich frage, du hast gerade gesagt, Jesus war das Bindeglied.
Ja, ist das Bindeglied, nachdem er gestorben ist, ja. Und was hat er dann gesagt? Seine Jünger sollen alle 4 Ecken der Welt gehen und predigen. Warum? Weil die Israeliten die 4 Ecken der Welt sind. Gib mir Deuteronomy 28 and 64.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people,
Der Herr soll dich verteilen unter allen Leuten. Das ist ein Fluch von den Israeliten, dass wir unter allen Nationen verteilt sind.
from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Von einem Ende der Erde zum anderen.
And there thou shalt serve other
Du
gods,
sollst anderen Göttern dienen,
which neither thou nor thy fathers have known,
welche weder du noch der Vater gekannt hast.
even wood and stone.
Sogar Holz und Stein. Das ist das Ding. Das heißt, wir wurden nicht 4 Ecken der Welt verteilt. Das heißt, wie soll ich jetzt nach Israel gehen und die Aufgaben machen? Wie? Wie soll ich nach Israel gehen und die ganze Welt... Wir mussten 3-mal im Jahr nach Israel zurückgehen für ein Feast Day. Wie sollen wir das halten?
Ja, die Moslems können doch auch. Die gehen ja auch nach Mekka.
Was?
Die Moslems.
Ja, aber ich sag doch, wie sollen wir das halten?
Die gehen ja auch nach Jerusalem. Klagemauer.
Wie kann ich nach Jerusalem jetzt gehen? Weil ich keine jüdische Staatsangehörigkeit habe. Wie soll ich nach
Auch keine
Jerusalem?
jüdische Staatsangehörigkeit.
Und du kannst nach Jerusalem einfach so gehen. Wie lange?
Ja. Aber weißt du, wie oft ich schon da war?
Wie oft warst du schon da?
1000-mal, ich habe Bilder von dort. Ich kann dir jetzt Bilder zeigen, wie ich laufe.
Okay, aber das Problem ist, ich kann nicht einfach sagen, ja okay, heute, ich muss erstmal für die Genehmigung fragen, da hinzugehen. Das ist schon mal das Ding. Sagen wir, der Festtag ist in 2 Monaten.
Wohin? Nach Israel?
Nach Israel, ja. Egal wohin, wenn ich außerhalb von der EU reisen will, muss ich erstmal für Genehmigung fragen. Wenn ich nach Amerika will, muss ich erstmal nach Genehmigung
Amerika
fragen.
ja, aber nicht nach Israel. Hast du einen deutschen Pass?
Ja.
Du kannst da hin.
Okay, wenn du es sagst, aber was ist mit den Israeliten, sagen wir Juden in Amerika, was ist mit denen? Es geht ja um allgemein, es geht jetzt nicht nur in Deutschland, es geht um die Allgemeinheit. Aber, aber ja, auf jeden Fall, wie wir davor gesagt haben, die Israeliten sind in die 4 Ecken der Welt verteilt. Das heißt, wenn sie nach dem Fluch in die 4 Ecken der Welt verteilt sind, wie kann man dann sagen, dass jetzt eine Nation von Israel da ist? Das heißt, sind die Flüchte noch aktiv oder nicht?
Was?
Die Flüchte. Im 5. Buch Mose 18. Kapitel.
Ja.
Sind die noch aktiv? Ja, gell? Das heißt, wenn nach dem Fluch in allen 4 Ecken der Welt verteilt sind und noch nicht versammelt wurden, wie kann dann eine Nation von Israel sein? Wie kann es eine Nation ein Port von Israel geben? So ungefähr?
Weißt du, wer du bist? Guck mal, woher kommst du?
Ich?
Ja.
Mein Vater kommt aus Nigeria. Das heißt, was bedeutet Nigeria?
Das heißt, also staatlich gesehen kommst du aus Nigeria wahrscheinlich.
Aber was bedeutet das Wort Nigeria? Weißt du das? Nigeria bedeutet Schwarze. Weil das Wort Niger bedeutet schwarz. Wenn ich sage, ich bin der Nigerianer, das heißt, ich bin der Schwarze. Das war's. Aber was ist meine Nationalität? Wo ist meine Nationalität von der Bibel?
Okay, wenn ich jetzt sage, ich bin Ukrainer,
Ja.
was heißt das?
Ja, wo ist deine Nationalität nach der Bibel?
Gott
Wie hat
gibt
Gott sich
alle
genannt?
Nationalität, alle Leute an Nationalität.
Was hat die Bibel, was hat die nach der Tora und den Propheten, an was du glaubst, sagst du? Was ist deine Nationalität danach?
Israel.
Aber du sagst, du bist Ukrainer.
Nee, ich bin Ukraine sind meine Herkunft. Okay, schwer gesagt.
Merkst du
aber Ukraine ist ja nicht. Wenn mich jetzt jemand fragt, sag ich, meine Eltern kommen aus der Ukraine. So.
Ja.
Wenn mich jemand fragt, wie du, sag ich bin Israeli.
Okay.
Hier.
Okay, aber
Das ist doch egal, wo man geboren ist.
in the
kommt
Old
davor von
Testament, translate for me.
Du oder sei leise.
In the Old
Aber
Testament,
mit dem Alten Testament, ich überlese
in the book of Deuteronomy 28,
5. Buch Mose 28. Kapitel.
he says that he's going to give curses unto Israel.
Dass der Flüche auf Israel gehen wird.
So do you know the curses?
Kennst du die Flüche?
Okay, so let's read one curse and see who on the earth this applies to.
Please read.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Deuteronomy.
5. Buch Mose 28, 68.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Und der Herr soll dich wieder nach Ägypten bringen mit Schiffen.
Okay, so the Lord was in Egypt, and Moses could bring out Egypt. He said he's going to go take him into Egypt again. So where's Egypt with ships? Where's Egypt again? Where is Egypt? Okay, so if the Lord said he took people out of Egypt, and he said he's going to bring them into Egypt again. Okay, so let's go to Exodus. Go to Exodus.
Ja, der 22.
Yeah, I got it right quick and then you translate it. This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy
Der
God,
Herr dein Gott,
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
welcher dich aus dem Land von Ägypten gebracht hat,
out of the house of bondage.
von dem Haus der Gefangenschaft.
So Egypt is synonymous with slavery.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt slavery again with ships.
Das heißt, der Herr wird dich wieder nach in Sklaverei bringen mit Schiffen.
Did the Israelis go into slavery with ships?
Sind die Israelis mit Schiffen in Sklaverei gegangen?
No. So which nationality get in slavery with ships?
But there isn't written slavery, that's written Egypt.
Okay.
Ja, aber wir haben doch gelesen, Exodus, was Egypt bedeutet. Das heißt, sind die
Stand da,
House of
Ägypten
Bondage.
bedeutet,
House of Bondage.
Egypt really means house of bondage. Let's read it again. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt means house of slavery. So who on the earth went into slavery?
It's right there on the ground.
This one is even more. So who went into slavery?
So,
On ships. Look at the slave ships.
Yeah, I understand. So you will tell me that these people who went into slavery, these are the Jews. And the people
These
who
are Israelites.
These are Israelites.
Because there were Benjamin, Levi, the Haitians, and the Native Americans
Even
went into Gad. That's what I'm about to say. The Native Americans went into slavery. So did this happen to your nationality of people, to your people of Ukraine, who went into to Israel to claim their nationality? No, it never happened. Okay, so now let's look at it again. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more.
Du
Your
sollst nicht mehr
homeland, you're
sehen.
never going to see it again.
Du wirst deine Heimat dann nicht mehr sehen.
Okay? And there you shall be sold unto your
Du
enemies
wirst deinen Feind verkauft werden.
for bondmen
Für Sklavenmann,
and bondwomen.
Sklavenfrau.
And no man shall buy you.
Kein Mann soll dich verkaufen.
No man is going to save you out of it. So when we got off the slave ships, when people, they were sold. So who, did that happen to you? No, it didn't happen to your people. Okay, second. Okay, so why is it that the dark-skinned people every so many years, the name will change. Afro-American, Negro, color, Spig, Pan-African, Black. Why? Because our heritage has been taken from us. We broke the law, so the Lord destroyed us. He took our heritage from us. It didn't happen to your people, and it's a curse. Okay.
Weil die Früchte, let me get the Früchte real quick, because it says it's going to be a sign upon you.
That's what I was about to get it right now.
This is book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse
right here.
40, is it 40 something?
44.
I was saying 44 too.
It's right here. No, 45.
46. And they shall be, let me start 45, I'm going to read for you.
Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
So all of these curses come on these people. Go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
Go ahead.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
A sign and a wonder. Just like you see this sign right here, when you see stop, you know what that means. So the Lord is saying these curses are going to be a sign on people to understand who they are, because they're lost. So your people didn't go into these curses. Look right here. They're a nation. Get 49.
Deuteronomy 28.
I read it right quick. This is 28 and 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar.
Says der Herr soll eine Nation von weit weg zu dir bringen.
From the end of the earth.
Von der Ende der Erde.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
Der Adler fliegt.
So which nation loves the eagle? You look. America loves the eagle. Germany has the symbol as the eagle. Russia has the symbol of the eagle. So who is this talking about? This is what the Lord is saying.
So what did you say? Can you explain it again?
Okay, I'm going to read it and I'm going to explain it. Okay. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongues thou shalt not understand.
Welche Zunge du nicht verstehen sollst, heißt Sprache nicht verstehen sollst.
A nation of fierce countenance.
Eine Nation sozusagen von furchterregender Gesicht oder Gestalt.
Which shall not regard the person of old.
Welche nicht die alten Leute nicht beachten soll.
Nor show a favor to the young.
Weder Gnade auf die Jungen zeigen soll.
So when they came and took those people into slavery, they took everybody. They took the young people, they took the old people, they took them all into slavery. So this is a curse. So these curses only fit a certain people on the earth. Because if you say you don't believe in the New Testament, but when in the New Testament in the States, when Israel is created, that's why they don't want it, because it goes against Judaism. Because when Israel is made a nation, there's going to be peace on the earth. Yeah. All nations are going to go into Israel and be at peace. The whole earth is going to be at peace.
So there's a nation of Israel right now, right?
Yeah, but they're lost.
There isn't peace.
Exactly. So the prophecy is not being fulfilled. So the people that are there are lying. They're not truly who they say they are. Just like, okay, so now if you look up,
so if which people say,
because the people that are in Israel right now, they go back into the Khazars, Ashkenazi Jews.
Yeah, Ashkenazi.
Okay, the Ashkenazi Jews, they go back to King Bulan. 740 AD, King Bulan converted his people into Judaism. So they converted into this religion that were not truly theirs. It's not theirs. You know it. This religion, they converted to it. So even in history, it tells you that there's many people that bring it out. But the more they bring it out, people are taking it off the internet. You can't even, that's why you can't even say nothing against the Jews. Why? Why can't you speak against the Jews? Why can't you question anything about the Jews? Why can't you?
Why can't I? Because I can ask them everything.
Because you are a Jew. You say you are, so you can ask him.
But if I call a Jew right now, he will answer all your questions.
No, you can't speak against them, because what do they call you? Anti-Semitic.
Du kannst gegen sie sprechen.
Okay,
du kannst es über sie schlecht sagen.
So where did this word anti-Semitic come
Das
from?
darf man nicht, oder wie? Also
Er sagt, warum ist es so, dass man über die Juden nicht sagen darf? Man darf nicht sagen, zum Beispiel, was weiß ich.
We can talk about the Christians, we
Yeah.
can talk about the Muslims, we can talk about, but the Jews of today, they have their own. What's the difference between anti-Semitic and racism? What's the difference?
I think it's the same, but anti-Semitism means people from this area, like Israel.
So wait a minute.
Why do you make a difference?
Why is there a difference? If racism is racism, if you're against somebody, regardless of their color
but
or skin,
Anti-Semitism means against the people of wie sagt man bestimmt, also bestimmte
Region.
Yeah,
Certain region.
certain region.
okay. So there is no difference between racism and prejudice. When you're prejudiced, if somebody's prejudiced against a person from Islam, because he's not from here, he's from there, it's the same thing.
Yeah, of course.
So why do they have their own separate term for racism?
Okay, and they do have it. And what's wrong?
I'm asking you why. What is the difference?
Because of the German history.
Because of the German history. Okay, so now you're saying that because of the Jews that went into slavery, went into captivity or the Holocaust here, where they say
Sorry, just a question. Why do you do like Holocaust here?
because the numbers have been lied about.
Yeah.
The numbers have been lied.
Which numbers have been?
They said it was 6 million, then they said it was 4 million. So when you look up right now, look it up on Wikipedia. Then it says 6 million Jews and 4 million unknown. Who's the unknown people?
Look at the concentration camps where they died.
Who are
Look
the
at the
unknown?
numbers.
So the
and
unknown
the
people
numbers.
don't even matter.
Aber ich verstehe gerade das Problem nicht daran.
Was meint damit, ist, die Nummern stimmen nicht. Die Nummern, die angeblich gestorben sind, stimmen nicht. Möchtest du mich?
Weniger oder mehr? Waren das dann wirklich nur weniger Jugendliche?
They asked me if there was more.
It was way less.
Yeah.
It was less than this. It wasn't this.
Okay, and where from do you want to know that it was less from?
Okay, anything that anybody has put up to show that it's proof has been taken away.
Yeah.
So even if you try to bring it out, it's getting taken away.
From who?
From the
What do you mean from the government?
Yeah.
Then you say that I'm speaking hate just because I'm trying to tell the truth. So anytime you try to go against it to try to show anything, I can talk about every religion, every other people. But as soon as I say something about the Jews, I'm anti-Semitic. Okay, so now, so Esau and Jacob were brothers, right? So that means white people and black people come from the same lineage. And they call themselves Shemitic because there were 4 people on the earth after the flood, right? Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ham is the forefather of who?
I don't remember.
The Africans, the Hamites.
Okay.
And I have my Bible. Hold on, I want to show you something. You have your Bible dictionary? I don't have
I can look at that.
Okay, so look. Ham is the forefather of Ham is the forefather of the true Egyptians, the true Eritreans, the Libyans, and the Ethiopians. Okay? And then you have Shem. Shem is the forefather of Esau and Jacob. Esau being the so-called white people, and Jacob being the so-called dark-skinned people. So
What
just like
so-called mean? Where's it written which color they have?
Okay, exactly. So you have to understand that we say so-called because that's not really what the God calls us. He doesn't call us white or black. That was created. So,
but where does where's it written that Esau was white and Jacob was black?
Okay, so we're gonna read it. Esau was red. He was out pigment. He was void of darkness in his skin. White people are void of darkness in their skin. God gives us descriptions of people in the Bible. He doesn't straight out and say Esau are the white people today. We have to be spiritual and we have to use the scriptures to figure out who is Esau Edom today. Edom means red. When you go in the sun, what color do you turn?
Sorry?
When you gaze in the zona, welche Farbe magst du? Red, right? Okay. When I go into the sun, they say that the sun gives cancer, right? But the sun don't give us cancer. The sun don't give dark-skinned people cancer. If that's the case, then why didn't they all in Egypt have cancer? They were in Egypt in the sun. Why didn't these people get cancer from the sun in the south when they were working in cotton fields? There was no sunscreen in these times. They didn't get cancer. So there's a difference of people.
But that's just
a science, right?
Yeah,
okay,
because,
so
look, the skin is white. Sorry for this.
yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So wie sagt man, UV-Strahlen.
UV rays.
Yeah, UV rays gets in my skin. My skin is more, sag mal, anfällig.
It's like an easier target, basically. You know, so it's like weaker. Basically.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So the Bible says that there are two people on the earth. One nation shall be stronger than the other. Let's read it right quick.
Genesis 25 and you want to go to the prophecy what it says? 22?
Yeah, right there.
Genesis 25:23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two men of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 24.
So God told Rebecca that two nations of people are in your womb. One is stronger than the other, and the eldest shall serve the younger. Go ahead.
And when the days to be...
The Esther will be a servant unto the younger.
De ältere wird jüngeren dienen.
Esau und Jakob.
Yeah. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
So she had twins.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the first came out red, all over, like an hairy garment.
Esther came out red all over, like a hairy garment. Red. Okay, keep going.
Red, like rot, like this 30. Red.
When you look at a red baby, when white people have babies, what color are they? Red. They're red. They come out red. It's the truth. You know it.
Yeah.
Come on.
White people.
Yeah, white people. Black people don't have red babies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because why? Because he was void of skin color. And what did his daddy call him? Go ahead. Isaac called him a name.
And they called his name Esau.
Esau means Ishashua. He void of color, void of pigment, wasted away. So he was the first albino that came on the earth.
Yeah, I think we all originate from black people. Yeah, back then we were all probably black people, and
okay, what I'm telling you,
it's just like the skin color, but we're the same. Do you think we are the same?
We just read.
Yeah.
We just read that God said two manner of people are in thy womb.
And one is stronger than the other.
One is stronger than the other.
So you want basically to say, if I understand right, that the darker people are stronger than the white people, right?
We are.
In which way? I think we are equal.
So if we go to do sports or anything right now, who's going to win, me or you? I will whoop your ass all up and down in basketball, football, anything.
Okay, that's a good example.
Okay, exactly. Because not only the sports.
Nah, man.
In science. Okay, so if we're given the same opportunity, where did the internet come from? Who created the internet? Who created the light stop? Who created the light bulb? All the creations, all the inventions of today were created by dark-skinned people. Why would a white man create an iron or a toilet when he had slaves?
So you basically say that you are better than us.
The Bible says it. The Bible says
in the New
Israelites,
Testament. In the New Testament.
It says it even in Deuteronomy.
Yeah, 28.
28.
If you believe in this word, you should have this mentality. Because there's no equality in the Bible.
There's not equal. We're not equal.
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 28:1.
One separation.
Separation. The Lord separated us.
Yeah.
We are separated. We are.
We're gonna read it.
We're living in a time where the people that are in charge want us to all be together.
Yeah, but
just like in the time of Babel.
Yeah.
In the Tower of Babel. What did they do when they all came together? They were all speaking one language. What did God do to them? He confounded them. He confounded them. So they all had to speak their own language and they went away. Why? Because he gave them separately. He divided them. The word holy means separate. If you look it up, it means different. Something set aside.
Wait, why did he give everybody an own language?
In Genesis, let's read it right quick. Because when they were building the Tower of Babel, he said, these people, look at them, they're all speaking of one tongue. So then he said, let's go down and confound their language.
No, he said like, I don't want you to come upstairs to me, so, and if you want to build this tower, okay, I'll give you
the same.
Yeah,
right.
How is my mind the same when I believe in God?
But many, also no black people, I don't know, I'm just trying to say, I know black people who don't believe in God.
Okay.
And are they the same as you?
No, they're not the same.
So the state of mind.
Mentally, but we're the same people. We're the same blood. It's just the nationality of the mind. Because you got black people that have a white father.
Yeah.
But they don't know that they may look like me because over the time just like how if I have a child with a white woman, she's going to get lighter, and it happened in reverse also.
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes back into where it's like the two manner of people, because we are spiritual, and then there are people who are carnal. When they say carnal, that means flesh. They need to see it to believe it. Well, I don't need to see it to believe it. I know, because through faith, I know, I have an understanding. So there are two nations of people. So let's keep reading, because I want to show you.
Just a question. Okay, he doesn't believe in God, but I believe. So are you way better than me?
I'm an Israelite. So you're not an Israelite.
Maybe you
okay,
from Israel.
No, he's not. No, I got a question. Okay, I got a question.
Grandparents.
Because look, go ahead, because
if I wanted to ask you a question. The thing is, I got a question for all of you.
Yes.
Or for both of you, because where are you from? If I ask him?
I'm from Indonesia.
See, okay. But if I ask a European where he's from, he says Caucasian, right?
Yeah.
From Caucasus Mountain, right? Yeah. Are your ancestors from Caucasus Mountains?
They're
Caucasus. Caucasus.
Just how far you look back.
Ja, aber nie gehabt sowas. Sie
Back far
verdorben.
enough. Probably well.
I just told you where we okay, we came from the same mother. We came from the same mother. Jacob and Esau came from the same forefathers, Isaac and Rebekah. Okay, but the Lord said that there are two different people. There are two different nations of people. They are two different. Yeah, you keep saying we come from the same progenitor, but we are two different nations of people.
That's where. Okay, that's where I disagree.
But it's okay. So you're saying that we all were black at one point. And I'm telling you where that split happened.
We are wrong.
But I'm telling you where that split happened. The split happened at Esau and Jacob. That's when the first white man came on the scene. He was the first. Before there was black people, because like for example, a black man, he can have sex with a black woman. He can create a black baby and a white baby. White people cannot create a and a black child. They cannot create a black child.
Black people can't create a white child.
Yes, they can.
Okay,
You just read it. We just read it.
Was?
Black people can create a white child, just like.
Zwei Schwarze.
Albinos are white people.
Yes, they are.
Also wie?
They're boys.
Er hat gesagt,
Also unsere Genetik ist im Prinzip, wir sind das Falsche. Wir sind sozusagen abgespalten und wir sind weiß geworden. Das ist eigentlich das Falsche.
It's not funny that's how the Lord did it.
Yeah.
He created us this way. Yeah. Okay, so it's because in Romans it tells you.
But doesn't God say that everybody is equal?
No, we just read it.
So let me. Okay, let's read it. Let's read this then.
76.
No, not 76. Get
which one? Second Ezra?
Yeah.
This is Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 54.
Okay.
And after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all their creatures, of him come we all.
So we all come of Adam, right? We all come from Adam. Adam was the Estaman. Everybody come from Adam. Keep going.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the Lord also whom thou hast chosen. Go ahead.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
So the other Leute that come from Adam also.
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are nothing.
But be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spit.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
That likened the abundance of them like a drop that falleth from a vessel of water. Now this is what the Lord has done. Now it's like a punch in the face. It's like a punch in the face, but that's how the Lord writes this.
I don't believe in the Bible, I don't believe in Torah, I don't believe in...
Okay.
I don't have a religion.
Okay, you believe in Alexander the Great?
But I think it's... But I think it doesn't give us anything if we say, okay, we are different than each other. Why shouldn't we be together? Why shouldn't we live together? Why shouldn't we...
Okay, so how can we live together when there is the whole system is created to be racist against me?
Yeah, that has changed.
It's not going to change.
Yeah, but it should change.
But it won't. After all of these years, we're still talking about the same thing. Yeah. And it's never going to change. Because why? From the womb, this hatred has started. God set it up for Esau to hate Jacob from the womb. Let's keep reading because it shows you where this hatred that white people have against black people, where it comes from.
But isn't it better if I say black people are the same as me and I respect them the same as another white person?
So for it's one person that say that, there's 50 that say the opposite.
Yeah, no, there is, but
it's not going to change.
Maybe it's not, but
it's not.
See,
so if it's not going to change, so how do I gain equality? I have to look. If I want to buy land, okay. If I want to buy land, you can go and buy a piece of land, and you can get it for 200,000 K.
Yeah.
If I go buy a piece of land, I will get that same land for 500,000.
Okay. If you stop. Let's go inside and try to buy a coat. You will try and I will try.
Come on. You're being that's on a minuscule level.
Yeah, man.
That's on something that's easy right there.
Yeah.
That's easy. But okay, so it's been proven. If I go to a job and they see my name, just from my name they say I don't want this nigger here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the people from, for example, from Iran or something?
Okay. So how many people you see here from Iran come and live in Germany, make a business, have a great life?
I can call a friend and he has got millions on his.
And what are they doing?
Arbeiten.
Okay.
What exactly?
Was? Ja, Untitled im Video.
So how are they being oppressed?
So
Are they? What I'm saying is, there's a difference, bro. There's a difference between us and you and the other nations.
And what is the difference?
The nationality.
The nationality.
So
But why?
okay,
Because
nationality.
So wait a minute. The whole understanding that you gotta send is the Lord put these nations over us because He gave us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Bible, right? And we lived amongst these other people, and we turned our backs on this and wanted to.
Wait. You're talking about the Bible.
I'm talking about the Bible.
The Bible is what? Explain me what is the Bible?
The Bible is our law. It is our heritage. It's a history book of us.
You don't pray to the Bible. You pray to the Lord. So you can't say the Bible is the Lord, right?
The law, not the Lord's. The law.
Sorry, I didn't
The law.
understand.
And also it represents the Lord. Why is this word?
It's His word. So
represents
through doing what He said, we show that we fear Him.
So this book is the law of God.
Yeah.
No, it's the first part, the Old Testament. The New Testament doesn't.
Does what?
Doesn't what?
It doesn't count.
How doesn't it count?
Because like people like Jesus, for example, I respect all religions, but in my opinion,
But what you understand is we're not talking about religion. We're not talking about religion here. The Bible has nothing to do with religion.
I think that's a concept that not many people think about.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to understand for us
Because they used it.
Yeah.
They used it in a money financial gaining way.
Yeah.
That's why when you work here.
okay, so
Hold on.
wait.
That's why when you work here, and if you go to the church, they automatically deducting taxes off your money.
Yeah.
You gotta go to them and tell them, and then even pay for them to take it off. Why is that? Because you're paying the church.
I think the same. Church is just basically a thing to make money. They were the richest people back then. They are now still pretty rich, and they were
The Vatican and the Pope and the Roman Catholics.
But I also think religions are made for people to obey laws, even
Which
obey
laws?
Which laws from the state, from laws from people who want to be rich.
Okay, so listen. If you go to the church and you're saying you believing in God, but they're not believing in these laws, they're believing in their own laws. They're believing in their own laws. They're not believing in this law according to the scriptures.
Yeah, that's why I think church is bullshit.
Okay, so we saying the same thing.
I know.
We're saying the same thing.
But I don't think that I get what you're saying, that it says that black people are better than white people, as said in the Bible. But I don't think we have to separate us. I think we have to make an effort to get together to not be racist anymore. I know it's hard. It's probably never going to happen completely, but it's also never going to happen that we are separated.
And he gave them all. He divided the nations. Okay, so look. All right. So from the beginning, there was a division. All right.
There was division. Okay.
Okay. So,
but is it good or bad thing?
Well, because you have to understand that God created certain nations to be rulers and certain nations to be slaves.
So there are slaves and rulers.
Yes.
Even in God's mind.
Yes.
So not all people are like.
They're not all equal.
even if they were all black or all white.
Okay, so for
example,
okay,
so there were black leaders and black slaves.
Okay,
God
so
said.
now, when black people, the Israelites had a slave, they were indentured servants. So after 7 years or after however many time, much time they agreed to be a servant, then they would give them money and wealth and let them go out and be their own people. You understand? That is an indentured servant. Whereas when these people had slaves, they didn't give them shit. They didn't give them nothing. So there's a difference because they're servants and slaves. Okay, now there are going to be slaves in the kingdom of heaven because there have to be a recompense for this. There has to be
But are they determined by skin color?
No. The thing is, like you said before, we get lighter and lighter, right? Because we always, when people come up here, they think always about black and white. It's not like that.
Okay.
Because if I make it, like I said before,
I
another
don't care
person.
about black and white.
But the thing is, like, if I make it a child right now with a Moroccan chick, a girl, a woman, it's gonna come a lighter. And so on and so forth. So I got the son again. And then in the end, he looked like a Moroccan, right? But he's still an Israelite because of the seed net from me. So it's not about the skin color.
Okay.
It's about the spirit. It's about the spirit.
I could be originated from.
We got a brother that looks like you, for example, just with a big beard. For example, it's not about the skin color. It's
not about the skin color.
It's about the spirit.
But what you gotta understand is, out of these nations, we were all scattered into. These nations were all scattered into all nations.
So we came from them too.
No,
you're not from.
No.
Are you from this nation?
I'm from the tribe of Judah.
Okay.
My people are actually the real Jews.
That's right.
They're descendants of the real Jews. Okay. So now, what I'm trying to explain to you is that every nation on the earth, every person on the earth has a nationality. Right now, we can't figure out. We can't tell. If you go to America right now, right, and you ask a white person, where you from? Oh, my dad is German and Polish. So then they say, oh, I'm Irish and Yugoslav or whatever, European, right? But when you ask us, we say black. What's your nationality? We say black. We say a color. Do you understand?
You mean just you or you?
No. I'm talking about African Americans.
In Europe is different, but in America they say they're black. Because, like, for example, me.
Just in America, mostly in America.
In most America, like the dark skin people in America saying that, but like here in Europe it's different. They say they're from Africa and everything.
Yeah.
You know.
But where did the names of these lands come from?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Where did the name of America come from? Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian map maker. Where did the name Africa come from? Leo Cyprico Africanus, a Roman emperor. Okay, so if I'm calling myself African American, I'm calling myself two different continents. What's my nationality according to the Bible? Exactly. So we have every nation, every person on the earth has a nationality. We call ourselves German, English, and so on and so forth, but God doesn't see you as an Englandman or a guy from Great Britain. He sees you as your nationality.
My true nationality.
Yeah, you may not know it by name because it's been hidden from us.
Yeah.
Because why? Because when you go to get into the scriptures, there's a nationality deemed for slavery and destruction, and then there's a nationality of people that are deemed for rulership and rulership of this earth. Now, if you look at the Negroes, if you look at these Israelites, they've been in slavery under every nation. The Persians had them in slavery. The Egyptians had them in slavery. The Eritreans, the Japanese, all of these people had slaves.
Yeah, but they were supposed to be slaves, as you said. They were. God said they are supposed to serve somebody else.
No, not that. They're supposed to serve them. Because, okay, so what you're missing understanding is when we went off of the word, every time when we broke this law, the Lord put us in captivity under a nation of people.
Okay.
You understand? So there was an Assyrian captivity, there was the Egyptians' captivity, and it all stemmed through why? Because we started to serve other gods. Now, just like how is all people living right here now, right? The Israelites started to live amongst them and started to serve their gods. Instead of listening to this word, they started to follow after Baal, modern day Satanism. Baal, which is what we see today. Baal and Tammuz, Ishtar, Easter, all of these pagan holidays. We were worshiping those Diana, the Queen of Heaven. We were worshiping those gods. So God is jealous, and He said, so since you don't want to hearken unto me, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to make you under the nations that was made to serve you.
Yeah.
So let's get that. Where you get this?
Genesis 10:32. These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generations in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
So after the flood, the nations were divided. Okay? So like I try to tell you, the Bible has nothing to do with religion. It's a history book. When you really get into it, you can synchronize the Bible with modern literal history. With the history. So like Alexander the Great and so on and so forth, and how all of these kingdoms came, the Persian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, it's all written in the Bible. King Xerxes, you know the movie 300? King Xerxes, it's written in the Bible. So the Bible is a history book of the earth. And
it's the Old Testament. King Xerxes is not written in the New Testament.
Yes, he is.
And what does it show me, please?
In the book of Maccabees.
First Maccabees.
No. He said King Xerxes is not written. No, I was thinking about Alexander the Great. I was thinking about Alexander the Great. Yeah. I was thinking about Alexander the Great when you said this. So King Xerxes is not in the New Testament, but why? Alexander the Great is written in the New Testament.
But why?
Bro, you just told me that.
Yeah, the thing is
I
misunderstood. But the thing what you have to understand is there are different time periods. So, for example, there was time period of the Persians and the Medes. There was King Xerxes in power. Then after that came the Greeks. Okay. Then after that came the Romans. Yeah. Why is for example, Pontius Pilate? Why is Pontius Pilate in the Bible in the New Testament? Why? Because these people were under the Roman captivity.
When
under the Roman
Jesus'
rulership
rule came, the Romans were in charge.
Of course, then it's not in the New Testament. Why? Because Jesus wasn't on the scene when the Persians was ruling.
Yes.
You know.
Okay, so who wrote the Old Testament?
What do you mean? Who wrote?
Which people?
The Israelites.
Sorry?
The Israelites.
The Old Testament was written by the prophets, but the Genesis and Moses, it was written by Moses.
Yeah, the first book, five of Moses.
Yeah.
So that's the whole Old Testament.
And the prophets. 5 books of Moses and the prophets.
Yeah. Okay. So
the Psalms of David.
Who wrote the New Testament?
The same. The prophets of the time.
Yes.
So Matthew.
Of the same prophets who wrote the Old Testament?
No, I'm not.
No.
What does that matter?
Who are the new prophets? They're prophets to who? They're not the prophets to the Israelites.
We're being prophets. What is a prophet? What is a prophet?
Someone who talks to God?
No. And does what?
Okay, then explain me.
Prophets means to foretell. Prophet means foretell. To say before. This means prophet. This means prophecy
of things that are going to happen.
So it's basically so-called predicting the future. That's what you're doing.
The prophets of old spoke of kingdoms. So pretty much what we're doing right now is the same thing that the prophets did in the ancient days.
So you want me to say that you are prophets?
Yeah.
We are the prophets.
Yeah.
We are prophets.
Want to believe it or not?
You don't have to believe it.
Because we give out the warning right now. Because mass destruction is coming upon the world. Slavery is coming upon the world.
Destruction is about to happen.
Yeah. That's what we want to
The RFID chip is being pushed.
So if I say that if the stock goes up or down, I'm a prophet or what?
No.
See, he knows too, man.
Bro,
you gotta see. Every person has to say does different view on things.
Yeah, it's okay like that. It's okay. You can have your view. We can have our view. But the thing is, we just warn you. Like we said, we warn these people because why? When the Lord comes with His judgment, nobody got excused. That's the thing.
Yeah, there's not going to be no excuse. Yeah. Judgment is about to happen, and just like even on our people, 2/3 of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to be put to death. Also. The Lord is going to kill. He's going to start judgment at us first when He returns. Yeah. At the black people first, and then the rest of the tribes. Yeah. And then the judgment is going to go for the rest of the earth. But we all must appear.
Yeah.
So this word has been going out. Yeah. Go ahead. What you about to say?
You had the question, right?
Okay, so get back to what I was saying to you. The word prophet is to prophesy. To prophesy. Noah, he prophesied for 100 years.
Yeah.
He told them what? That a flood is going to come. We're telling you that destruction is about to come.
Fire is going to come.
And what did they do to? They didn't believe him. They were laughing at him, scorning him. Hey, you a prophet? You a prophet? No, you. You're right. Just like you said right now. So you want me to believe that you're a prophet? You don't have to believe it, but you've been warned. We're not here to convince you. We are given the warning.
Okay.
That's why the Lord said, cry aloud, spare not.
Okay, so, but I had one question in my mind because you just told I couldn't forget it. Okay. So how could you say that the Holocaust, the numbers weren't true? How could you say?
Okay, so
wait, just let me tell you.
Okay.
It's the same if I say, okay, 70 people were taken to America. That's a lie. That's only 5 people were taken. That's the same as what.
So that's only 5 people?
No. I just tell you what. That's
okay,
the same,
so everything that goes against to try to prove has been wiped out.
Wow.
Why? What do you mean? Can you go online right now? Anytime you even try to look at the numbers or anything, they say you're a Holocaust denier.
The same thing with the coronavirus right now. They take everything down from YouTube, for example, for the coronavirus. The same thing happens with the
against
Jews.
the coronavirus.
So you want me to tell that we can't look up at the internet the numbers?
No, you cannot.
Because when you look up the numbers, for example, at Auschwitz, what does it say? It says these and these many people are dying, but then if it says 6 million Jews die, but then I look up the concentration camps where they were in, unknown number.
Where's written how many people were taken to America and died there?
They would say any number that went into slavery.
But it is written in history that well over millions of people were taken into slavery.
And it's the same written in history books about the Jews and the Holocaust.
Yeah, but see, with this, it's not being questioned.
And
Why is this not being questioned? Why is this not being questioned? Because what? Say again?
Some people deny it.
Some people deny it. How do you deny it?
I don't know.
Okay, wait.
So how do you
deny it?
How do you deny this? How do you deny this?
Okay, wait. I will show you pictures from the Holocaust and I will ask you, how will you deny that 6 million people died?
Because where the mass graves then at?
Okay, yes.
Sorry?
For example,
hold on for 1 second. Because listen, when you get into the looking up the history of every person that is even tried to bring out anything, they go to jail or they get taken away.
Who, for example,
there was an old lady that
from the from the what is it called? The NPD. Von der NDB-Datei, die war sogar die ist vor kurzem aus dem Gefängnis gekommen, weil sie sagt ja diesen Holocaust-Leugner.
Ja, das ist ja auch verboten, Holocaust.
Ja, merkst du was? Warum? Warum ist das verboten? Jeder kann sagen, was du eben gerade gesagt hast, man kann darüber reden und sagen, das ist eine Lüge. Man kann sagen, das, was gerade in Iran passiert, ist eine Lüge. Was in Jemen passiert, ist eine Lüge. Warum darf ich über den Holocaust reden? Warum darf ich über den Holocaust reden? Warum werde ich dann sogar vor als Gerichtschef, wenn ich sage, das ist nicht passiert?
Aber Bruder,
ja, but why? Tell me why?
Ja.
They used the Germans. They used the Germans to create the state of Israel.
Well, okay.
Okay, so was not Hitler? What was Hitler's nationality?
Austrian.
He was Austrian.
Yeah.
He was a Jew.
His mother.
His mother was what?
His mother wasn't a Jew. The doctor who took him out was a Jew, but his mother wasn't a Jew.
So his dad goes back onto who?
His dad?
His dad.
I don't remember.
Didn't his mother get pregnant by a so-called Jew? He was a Jewish man. His mother, she was a servant at a Jewish home, and Hitler was an illegitimate son of this man.
You want me to tell that Hitler was a Jew?
He was.
And why did he kill the other Jews?
He didn't kill the Jews. So they were not Jews. They were not Jews.
Wait, yeah.
They were not Jews. They were Ashkenazis. They were Ashkenazis.
What is an Ashkenazi?
Ashkenazi converted to
Ashkenazi. What about the Sfardim?
Say again?
Sfardim. You know what the Sfardim is?
What you mean Sfardim?
Yeah, Sfardim. So there are Ashkenazis, right? And there was the second, sag mal Strömung. Du verstehst nicht Strömung, oder?
Was Stimme?
Strömung. Also guck mal, Ashkenazi is Ashkenazi is like a stream, right? Or explain me what is like Ashkenazi.
Only thing I know is Sephardic and Ashkenazi.
Yeah, sorry, Sephardic. That's
okay. Sephardic. So when you go to do any type of research, like these people who have done research and taken blood from all of these people, they show you. They say that 98% of the Jews today go back into Ashkenazi. Look it up. You can look it up. And that's the thing.
Can you show it to me on the phone?
Go ahead.
When you say you're an Ashkenazi Jew, right? you two different nations. You know that, right? If you say you're an Ashkenazi Jew
and a Jew, you're saying
how can this be?
It's a Jew who fled from the time from Israel and to, like, for example, Ukraine or Poland or Germany, and that's the same as Sephardi. But the Sephardim, the people that fled to the other side of the country, of Europe.
But the thing what you have to understand is when you say you're an Ashkenazi Jews, you're claiming two nationalities from the time that Noah's son went on the scene. Because Ashkenaz is the son from Gomer. So he's different because there was Ham, Shem, and Japheth, right?
Yeah.
So the Japhites, the Shemites are the Israelites. They come from Shem, right? And when you go here, Genesis 10:1, no, these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood, the sons of Japheth, Gomer and Magog and Madai and Javan and Tubal and Mesha and Tyrus, and the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz. So if you say you're Ashkenaz and you're a Jew, you say you from Shem and from the Japheth. How is this possible when you are with your fathers? Or even after Jews say what your mother is? How is this possible then? You can't be... In Judaism you say you are what your mother is, right? Your mother has to be a Jew.
No.
What?
That's not true.
It's just the oral, like the oral law. But it's not written in the Torah that your mother has to be Jewish.
According to the Torah, your father has to be a Jew.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So you are with your fathers, right? Yeah. So how you can be Ashkenaz and a Jew if you only are with your fathers? When somebody says I'm an Ashkenazi Jew,
a Jew is a religion, right?
No, it's a nationality.
But you told me before that the Israeli people were nationality or not.
Listen to me. Israelites are these 12 tribes, right? Yeah. See right here. Israelites are these 12 tribes. If you say you are a Jew, you are from the southern kingdom. From Judah, Benjamin, or Levi. Because why? After King Solomon, the kingdom split in northern kingdom and southern kingdom. And what they say to the southern kingdom, Judah is ruling them. So they say we are Jews. So they say we are from the southern kingdom. This is a Jew. This is no nationality. It's a nationality, but it's not a religion. That's the thing.
I just want to look up something because I don't know how to explain. Ja, 5 Minuten, ich fange gleich aus.
It was nice talking to you guys.
It's different, eh?
Yes. Ich verstehe, was Sie sagen. Ob ich jetzt zustimme, ist was anderes.
Just remember,
Yeah,
we are sent into the world because just like they hated in that time when Jesus was talking, they hated him. So we have to be followers of him. So we're going to be disliked for the word that we push, for the word that we bring out. And we're just warning you. Because that's why it says in Revelation, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So an eye for an eye.
Well, if something happens, I keep you in mind. I will tell everyone here.
Okay.
Have a good night. All right, man. Ja, kommst du dann nicht sein?
Okay, look, okay, I want to go with them because we didn't think that we will send you. Okay, so first thing, you can't say that you are better than us, because I don't say we are better than you. I don't say I'm a Jewish people, okay? In the Torah it doesn't it isn't written to say that I'm going to this woman and say I'm better than you. I don't have to say
we don't say it. Where do we say it? We just say...
You asked me if we just both. Where's going better?
Yeah. So what's wrong with that? To give an example that the one people are going to be stronger than the other. For an example, but the thing is what we told you is from the Bible, from the word that you believe in. We read from it that...
From the Torah.
We read from the Torah. Why not? It's the word of the God.
No, the Bible... The Old Testament is the word of the God. The New Testament isn't...
Okay, you say it's not the word of God?
No.
Then get ready for death and destruction instead of telling you. Straight up.
Sorry, okay,
that's the thing, man.
So look,
straight up.
In the Old Testament, he says that they are better than.
Yeah, we read it from the Old Testament. The 5th book of Deuteronomy, 5th book of Moses, 28:1, it said, if you listen to me, you're going to be better than all the other people. So what is wrong with what we say?
Deuteronomy 7:6, what does it say?
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 6:7.
Have you ever been to Israel?
No.
So, but this time you are Israel people.
Yes, we are.
Because faith. Why?
Because faith. Because Hebrew Israelites.
Okay, so there isn't any other name like... Do you have a church or something? Like a church?
We have church right now.
We
have no temple or something like this. We have church right now. Church means gathering of people in a public place. This means church.
Okay, do you have a home of God where you can pray?
My home, my room, alone there.
How does the Lord tell you to pray? You don't even know. You don't even know how the Lord tells you to pray because you don't even believe in the word. So how can you don't even know how to pray?
The New Testament, because that's a lie, the New Testament.
Why is it a lie? What is about the lie? Tell me.
Explain to me what's the lie.
Was a Jew who wasn't... So first thing, Jesus was a Jew, right?
Yeah, from the tribe of Judah.
But you wanted to tell me the whole time that there is nothing like religion.
He is from the tribe of Judah. He's a man of Judah. His father Joseph is a Judah. From the tribe of Judah.
So
his seed line go back to David, to King David.
But I thought his father was God.
What you mean?
You told me he's
what I told you. He's the son of God. Why? Because the spirit was perfect. But he has to, because he wasn't the flesh, right? We have a spirit, right? We have a flesh, right? So if I want to come to this earth with my spirit in this flesh, I have to come through seed, and it's happened. Joseph and Mary had sex. Jesus Christ came out. So his spirit was perfect. Why? Because the flesh is tempting us. The flesh is letting us go into sin. And then what happens? I know, but the thing is, what happens? Our flesh tries us to sin. That's why it's like I read before in Hebrews 4th chapter, 15th verse. He was going through the same affliction in the flesh, but the spirit was perfect. He didn't sin. And that's the thing.
Can I understand? I think it's quite interesting.
Go ahead.
I think it's quite interesting. So I will look it up on the internet, the whole thing, because I'm very interested in it.
Okay.
I want to
understand.
To understand my ancestors, because in my opinion, I'm a Jew. Okay, it's maybe not in your opinion.
Well, the Bible says that the people who are calling themselves Jews today, they're going to be servants.
Yep.
They're going to be slaves.
In the New Testament, right?
Of course. And the reason why you've been taught not to believe the New Testament because it goes against what you believe. So it's hard to believe. You know, it's easy to fool a person, but it's hard to teach them that they've been fooled. We were lied to our whole self also. Our whole life we have been lied to. My whole life I've been taught that Jesus is a white man.
Okay. But just a question to understand, you don't see yourselves as Jews, right? Or do you see yourselves as Jew?
My forefather, my dad goes back to the tribe of Judah.
Okay, but do you see yourself as a Jew?
I am a Jew.
Okay, so but is your father a Jew?
Yeah, his bloodline goes back into the lineage of Judah.
I understand. Okay, bro. Thanks for the whole conversation.
Okay.
But to be true, right? It's not fair to say that the Holocaust, that the number's not true, bro.
But if I believe if you believe something,
okay,
you say
I understand. But then I can say the same. Like, for example, I like the black people, and nothing against you or other black people.
So you guys get.
But if I say, okay, black people, they are shit. That's not fair from me, right?
You can say what you want, man. At the end, the Lord gonna judge it. Then that's the thing, man.
Hey, we all got to give an account for all words that we spoke. Every man has to give an account for every idle word. So it is what it is.
Oh, that's not fair. So you want me to tell me that my grandmother, who was killed in the concentration camp, didn't even die? Well, that's what you want to tell me.
I'm saying that this whole thing was fabricated. It was created to do what? To create the state of Israel.
You are one of the people who think that the Jews controlled the weather, right?
Say what?
The weather. For example, there are like these theories that...
Can it not be done that they can control the weather? Do you know Operation HARP?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Okay, so does it not control the weather?
I don't think so.
Who are the richest people in the world?
The Jewish people.
Okay, so they control all of the media, they control all of the what? The education, all of the laws?
To the Jewish people, right?
Say again?
But you told me like 5
I'm not
minutes ago,
Jewish.
We're not Jewish,
Ish
we're
means
Jews.
pertaining to. When are you kindish? Are you a child? Are you acting childish?
You can act childish, right? Not right now, but you can act like.
You can act childish, right? Are you a child?
No. I don't know.
So when you add ish onto a word, it means pertaining to. Something like it. Something like it, because they converted to Judaism. And they did convert to Judaism. It's written in history. Under King Bulan. The Khazars did convert to Judaism, and they circumcised themselves. He called all of the Hebrew people there, and they taught that, and then that's when that Talmud came about. You know it's because it's written in history. But you've been taught a lie, just like I was taught a lie.
But again, you want to tell me that my grandmother didn't even die in the Holocaust? Or the grandmother of my friend?
I'm not
Or
saying
my
that.
other
I'm not
friend?
saying that.
Or
I'm
my
saying
other 20
I'm
friends?
saying that the story that has been told is not the truth.
No, you told me like
The numbers have
not-
been fabricated, but did I say, oh, your grandmother didn't die? No, I did not say that. I said that the numbers that they say is not true. They even had pictures of the concentration camps where they were even at beaches and chilling and playing soccer and doing. I had them, but they deleted them off YouTube.
Yeah.
I had them. I had many pictures, and then out of nowhere, I get viruses on my computer.
Yeah, because you look on pictures that are not true. Okay. People in Auschwitz, where should they go to the beach? That's like.
I said the wrong thing. I mean having like a beach life near the sea, like a lake, not on the beach, not on the beach, near water.
I'm going to say, hey, come later. Let's wait.
Alles gut, man. It's okay.
So you want me that?
Okay, question for you. How
That this man had fun. He was playing soccer.
Now listen, I'm not saying that this did not happen, but they perpetuated it. They created it. So what? So they can create the state of Israel.
Okay, I got a question, quick.
They create a problem and then they create the solution.
Yeah, the reaction, the solution. But I got a question.
Order out chaos. Yeah. That's the motto of the what?
So sorry, I was thinking.
Order out chaos.
Chaos.
Order out chaos. They create the chaos and then create the solution. Okay. Then they bring the order. That's how it was established. Because they had to fulfill the reason for creating the state of Israel. But go ahead, ask your question.
I got a question. Would the state of Israel be in effect right now if the Holocaust wouldn't happen?
No.
If the Holocaust wouldn't happen, would the state of Israel be there right now in Israel? Would America and the other nations come together and say, like, we have to put these people back there? I just asked you a question, yes or no? Would it be there or not?
I think so.
You think so?
How? On what grounds?
Because I can explain. Because there were speakings before that. It was like in 1850. You know, maybe you heard Herzl. You've never heard?
Herzl. Yes, I understand. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
So you know who that was?
If I'm not mistaken, he was a Jewish guy that was speaking for the Jewish people. But he knew if I can't 100% remember what I read because I read a book by Arthur Koestler, The 13th Tribe, and then I also read another book. I think I just I forgot it. Oh, here. This is it right here. Have you read this book right here?
No.
This book, he goes into the history of the Khazars and how it all was established. So
the who?
The Khazars and the Jews, the Khazarians. The Khazarians, where the Ashkenazis and all this come from. But the question of the matter is, would Israel be getting all of the money and the things that they have, the support that they have if the Holocaust never happened? No, it would not be.
Yeah, I understand. But man, that's not fair what you said about the Holocaust. It's like if I would say this
you can say it.
You can say it. You can say that.
It's a problem for me. You can say it.
For example, there's an old black lady. I always say that your ancestors weren't killed and you just realized.
But you know what? You're entitled to that. You're entitled to it, right? But do we call you? You're entitled to say what you want, right? But is there a term called anti-black, or am I just gonna say you're racist? Hey, you're a racist, man. But when I say these things didn't happen to this and this and this, you're anti-Semitic.
Yeah, man, you can go to jail, man.
Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. You can sit here and say this all.
It doesn't make any sense to talk because the first thing, as you said before, you believe in the New Testament. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but listen to what I'm saying. You can sit here. You can go up and down the street. You can get on a microphone. You can say these Negroes didn't go into slavery. Nobody's gonna put you in jail.
I don't think so. That's
regardless of the matter. No one is gonna put you in jail. Nobody's gonna do anything to you. But if I get up on a microphone and say this things didn't happen in the Holocaust, my ass is going to jail.
Like this old lady.
Because of the German history, because the Germans hated the Jews and killed the Jews.
Okay, I got a question though. When somebody in America comes up and they had this happen, right, and says, hey, these niggas should go into slavery again, they're under us, what happens to them? Nothing.
Can you repeat it?
If a so-called white or a white person comes up in America where this happened, okay,
this time you
where this happened, because we're speaking about this time right now. It says, hey, these niggas should go on the cotton fields again. What happened to him? He's gonna be booed, but he won't put to jail. He won't be sued. Nothing. But if a dude here in Germany talk about them,
that's because of the law. Up to
but
the
it makes
70s,
no difference.
Up to the 70s years, you could kill a black guy in America and you wouldn't be got to prison.
So what I'm trying to
say,
say,
because of the law of the country.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, look, there's a difference. You
know the Jim Crow laws, right?
Of course I know the Jim Crow laws.
Yes.
But you're being the Jewish people are being protected under the guise of what? The Holocaust. And when you look into the history of the Holocaust, there are a lot of holes that don't add up. Now, okay, let's say we're not denying the Holocaust, but let's see the truth of it. You can't debate it. So if you say, okay, but I want to see the truth. There are people who are saying that this and this and this, oh, he's a Holocaust denier, he doesn't stand. You can't debate it. You cannot.
You can talk about it.
You can sit here and debate this all day, and I can bring information from this man and this man and this man. But when you do this, it's one-sided with the Jews. This is what we're saying. And then right after this, after the Holocaust happened, then all of a sudden, the Balfour Declaration is written.
Not all of a sudden, right?
Okay, so what was happening that the Balfour Declaration was? What was the agreement in the Balfour Declaration? What was the agreement?
First, they wanted to divide the land to Palestinian and to the Jewish country.
But what was the agreement? What was written? If you come and help us win this war, we'll give you this land. So people that are not even from there gave this land to these people. How is this possible?
How is this fair?
Because the land belonged to the English people.
Okay, I got a question.
Oh no, wasn't there the British Empire in the Palestine area?
Who was living listen to the name that you're calling it. The Palestinians were living there.
No, I call it Palestine area because the Romans give it the name. The Romans.
Okay, but who was living there? The Palestinians, right?
No, not all.
And then
Jews.
And then
Jews too.
So why would it have to be created a state of Israel for all of the Jews to come back there?
Because
they were already
needed
living
a country where we wouldn't be
persecuted.
Persecuted or hunted.
So all over the world you were being hunted.
It was a time, right?
All over the world the Jews were being hunted at.
Not hunted, but there are hate crimes against Jews right now, at this moment, in the USA, in Russia, in Hong Kong.
Why is that?
Because it's like the same if racist people don't like black people. It's because the majority and minority, or not?
Okay, I'm gonna hold my peace. And
just finish your point.
No, it's because you're saying that there's a hatred for Jews. Why? Why is there?
Because why is there hatred for black people?
We told you why. Because we transgressed the law, and that was a curse that was put on us. So why are the Jews hated?
Because there's a minority, and the majority is always the minority.
So just because they're small in number.
No, not just because. I think they're like.
Minority means what? Minority means what?
People are Jews and stuff like that. Prejudices, the same as racism against black people.
If all of the Jews are owning all of the things that we're seeing. So all of the newspapers, all of the media is owned by the Jews.
No, that's not true.
So the 6 major media outlets are owned by who? Jewish people. All of the celebrities, their heritage go back to who? The Jewish people.
For example?
A lot of them. You can look it up. You can look it up right now. I can't call them off the top of my head. But
because you are
because I've done the research, but I don't remember the name.
Bro, it's like the same if I'm in class and I write on a test something and I don't.
So now I'm gonna give it to you.
Wieso? Sag's ja. Sag ja nicht, das blüht halt
Nein, ich möchte gehen, ich warte hier gerade, okay?
Ja, okay, Bro,
so, hör auf.
He wants to leave. So, I'm very thankful. Bye, bro. Bye, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Thank you. Have a
Yeah, thank you. It's good, Kevin. I like the guy with the headphone. He was good, Kevin. But it's not a cracker, man. He's a demon. He a cracker.
Because he's calling in the nation that's not his.
And the thing is for me, okay, I got a question. So they was talking about equality, right? They was talking about equality. Why is it then that it was okay for the Jews to go to the... I'm just talking about their view, not my view. Their view. And why is it okay that the Israelites, or the Jews, how they call them, go to the land of Canaan, fuck the Canaanites up and take their land? Why is it okay? According to them, this is what I told ask them. Why is it okay then for this?
Yeah, but
why you kicking people out of their land? You setting up your land. How is this okay? How is this
because we
okay?
need a place for we want to
fucking
be.
devil, man.
You see?
Fucking bastard, you bastard, dwelling in Asher, man. Straight out like the scripture say, man.
What is that?
Amos 9, no, Zechariah 9:6. Hey, no one knows. No one knows.
Zechariah, Khan.
Man.
Hey, see, because look, what these Jewish people don't want because the New Testament slaughters them.
Yeah.
That's why they fight so fervent against it, because it punches holes in all of their things. Yeah. Because then it shows that, okay, he came for only the Israelites that were scattered onto all nations, and that only a remnant of these 12 tribes are going to be saved. It slaughters their whole Judaism and all of these things. You know, but go ahead, what you got?
Zechariah 9:6. And the bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
See? And we you wanted to bring it out many times, but we couldn't get it out.
But it's okay, man, because this dude, you brought in the scriptures, you saw how he was cut. He was cut the whole time, but even the way they would just speak,
he was
man.
like this.
Yeah. And then even at the end, he was like, yeah, okay, you think you know, but it wasn't even true. Nah. But he's supposedly, the thing is just for me, man, tell me how he sacrificed sins, man, how he do it. But you're keeping the law, right?
How?
Talking shit about our Lord and Savior, man.
How are your sins
devil,
covered?
Man. Yeah, how?
How are these covered? If there's no New Testament,
they're just covered.
Yeah, they just hidden under the dirt.
Yeah, man.
So that means you're still in utter sin, and the Lord is still against you. Then.
Yeah, man. The Lord hates you. You was a fucking Edomite, man. The Lord hates you anyways, man.
You see? So if your sins are not washed away by who? Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
That's why the scriptures say, whosoever cometh not and believeth not Yahweh Shai walketh on the earth.
He's the Antichrist.
He's the Antichrist.
Yeah.
And this is the spirit of the Antichrist.
Yeah, man. He's the devil. Anti-Messiah, man. He think he can deliver himself, man. He don't betray too.
Why? Because they're living rich.
Yeah, because you saw, man. You saw, man. He was chilling out here, you know. Then his friends, even his friend was cussing out, man. If you want to do load yourself, go check it out, man. Just see the contention among these nations. Yeah. They're supposed to be friends, right? Why they're fighting against each other when we talk to them? You're like, man, what you talking about? He said, I think this, I can imagine
even the England guy was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
They better than us.
But
he even admitted it.
But yeah, he said, like, hey, we got some genetic defects, bro.
Yeah.
You know? But I think this Indonesian dude, I can imagine Jake, bro. I'm serious. I'm just saying, by my opinion, how you talk to him, bro, I was just like, okay. But anyways, this is 1 John chapter 2. And verse 18. No. Was let me read this. Little children, this is the last time, as ye have heard, that Antichrist shall come. Even now, there are many Antichrists whereby we know that it's the last time. See? Gone.
There are many Antichrists where we know this is the last time. This is the last captivity, man. And there are many Antichrists because these people who have stolen our heritage, you know, and he couldn't refute what we were saying because he knows.
What's true?
The King Bulan, how they converted into Judaism and all of these things, he knew it. He knows it. Go ahead.
He didn't even know how this trials would be split up. Then he called somebody and he couldn't still answer, man.
Yeah.
Because he was fucking confounded, man.
Because they don't really have this truth. They don't have this word. They don't even believe in the word. If they believe in the word, then they would believe in the whole word. Not just the Old Testament, which is the Old Covenant, and then they can say
first covenant.
I mean the first covenant, and then they can say that, oh, so you're still under sin. You're still sinning. If you don't believe in it, then how do you get out of sin? What did you change? What is the difference?
What did you do wrong from the Israelites from your past life?
Yeah, what did you do to get scattered among all nations? Just like he said in these curses. He couldn't say nothing about the curses.
He didn't even know. He just want to say he didn't even know shit. He don't even know nothing. He just know Jacob and Esau, but then he don't even know what Esau and Jacob is. Yeah. But 1 John chapter 4 verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of God. because many false prophets are going out into the world.
And this guy, he's most definitely not a prophet.
And the other things also, he was so prideful. We said we're the prophets, how that's what we are, man.
He left.
He left.
But then when I brought out that Noah was prophesying, and they didn't believe him,
he was shut up.
He shut the hell up. So just like we said, we're not trying to convert you. We're not trying to make you believe in what we believe. We're warning you. We don't give a damn if you believe us or not, man. We know who we are. The Lord has opened our eyes. We see this world for truly what it is, a lie, full of deceit, full of wickedness. Go ahead, Doc.
The Lord took the blindness, the cup of darkness.
Yeah,
the
man.
Dark from our eyes and our ears.
You know that
He gave us spirit to understand, man.
When you look at the horses, you see those things on the horses' eyes so they can't look to the left or right, they can only look forward. That's what Esau wants us to have.
What he put to the whole world, man.
He wants you only to look at what he shows you. He don't want you to look at any other thing. You know, I had many things I wanted to say to about the Jews and everything with the Ashkenazis, and I just couldn't remember the names because I haven't talked about it in so long.
Yeah, but it's good, man. It's a spirit, man. Everything that supposed to came on, man, through the spirit. But it's 1 John 4:2. He better know ye the spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of God. And every spirit that confesses not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world.
You see? This is the spirit of the Antichrist, and even now it's in the world. It's in the world right now heavy. Why? Because it's the Lord, first off, set it up that way. And two, that judgment must be served through, not through no lovey-dovey. The Lord's going to come with slaughter and destruction, with great wrath and cruelty.
Righteous wrath, man.
Okay? Because just like how we were saying about how he's like, in the Babylonian time, they were all living together. And showed me that, okay, so we're living in extensions of that system. We're living in all extensions of those systems, man. Now they're pushing the same thing that was back then. One world government, one religion.
We need Tower of Babel basically again. Because everybody speaks English, they want to push English to everyone. It's simply like that, man.
And so, if you speak English, are you from England? No, but you know something like English. You're not from there. So if you speak Spanish, are you from Spain? No. So why does the Mexican speak Spanish? You know, it's so many things that go against what these people believe in that they don't even want to look at it for what it truly is. A lie. You know, and I was saying to him, it's easier to fool a person than to convince a person that they've been fooled. Because what? People are so gullible. They don't want the truth. They want to be led like sheep to the slaughter.
As long as they got a little bit of the nerves, everything okay with them, man.
As long as I can drink my beer, my alcohol.
You know, get some puss.
You know what I'm saying? And what they want is just, they want food. The Germans want, let me work my ass off for my whole life. Let me get a loan for $400,000, 400,000 euros, and let me pay it off for 44 years. And let me just go on my vacation twice a month in August. You know, twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my vacation, and they're good, man.
Yeah, this is a life show. Yeah, man, it's true.
They don't want. These Germans are robots, man.
They have no life, man. I'm telling you.
And when you fuck that up, then they're like, wait a minute. Why can't I just be? I can't just work. And this guy's saying we're the same. You know, we're not the same, and he knows it.
Yeah, just and that thing. The first thing that came to my mind, Amos 3 and 3. How can two walk together except they be agreed? They want to say I don't believe in God. The other one says I don't believe in God. The other one says I believe in God. How you work together, man? I couldn't even talk to you about anything, man. I said like, hey, that's how about
spiritual things. You know. They're not talking about spiritual things, you know, and they hanging out together. It's hard for us to hang out with a person.
Just to talk to them, man.
What does the scripture say? When you're around
vexed with the swift conversation of the wicked.
Nah, when you're around the wicked, measure the keep your eye on the time. You know, dang. He's like when you're with them.
Don't spend too much time with them, basically.
Yeah, don't spend too much time with them. Because what? It's a vexation of the spirit, man.
Yeah, like it says in love, man. Love was vexed with the swift conversation of the wicked, man.
And when you hang out around them, what they doing? Eating pork and they doing all of these
like
wicked shit. And you're like, God damn, man.
Like Fallout, what did they say at the beginning? Fallout said, hey, you know, these people looking at me weird, you know. because I don't want to eat the, for example, the baguette that they made with the pig on it. I don't want to eat it. You know, look at me sideways, saying like, what's wrong with you? So you have always a contentious spirit out there. Why you? Because you're different from them.
I had a dream about this. As a matter of fact.
See, what is this? What is the thing? You want equality, right? But I have my way of living. You have your way of living. So I don't like it. I go against you. So how can we live together? This makes no sense. Because you want to keep the laws and commandments of Yahweh Shemion Shai, what the Lord said. Don't make covenant with the heathen. Cut them all off. But all the people like, nah, man, you know, we care with them, you know.
Come on, not all of them
man.
are bad.
Come on, man.
And then 3 and 4 generations afterwards, what our children start doing what they do.
Israel even forgot at a certain point that they were warriors, man.
Yeah.
Like in the time of after the time of Joshua, if I remember right, man. You know.
Hey, I had a dream that I was sitting at a table, and I don't know where I was, but this lady, she came out, right? And I don't even know who these people were. I don't even know. But I was sitting at a table, like at a big table, and she came with like an oven dish. You know those?
Yeah, I know.
And it was like cheese bubbling on it. And I said, "What is in this?" And she's like, "Salami." And when she put the spoon, I could see like the slices of salami in there. I said, "It's pork?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "No, I don't want this." And then she got mad at me.
Yeah.
And I said, "You mad at me?" I snapped on her in the dream. I snapped on her. I said, "Because I don't want to eat that crap." And I was like, "And even pork is even bad for you." She sat down. I was like, "Look at you. You're poisoning yourself with this stupid shit, and you eating that shit." And I don't remember what it was in the dream afterwards, but I woke up, man. You know? But we can't be equal. We're not going to be equal. Why? Because first off, the Lord set us apart. The Lord said the people who are going to keep this law, statutes, commandment are going to be near unto Him. They are going to be rulers unto the earth. So there is not going to be any equality at all. I mean, any cohesiveness. When you want to do your thing with the swine, and you want to do your thing with all of these lies and deceit of this world, and I'm saying, nah, this does say the Lord, this, that, and the third, we're always going to be in contention with each other. Go ahead, huh?
This is Ezekiel 3 and 9. Well, let me start at 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and their forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant stone, harder, as an adamant harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be rebellious out. Concerning the dream, because this lady probably was a jig,
she looked like Moab.
Yeah, okay, but then you even like this in these times right now. Why? Because people want to force you these things. You could be like, oh my God, I'm shook. You know, they're gonna go against me now, man. The Lord make us strong against them.
And I stood up against them.
You see?
I said, no, I don't want to eat this.
Like an adamant, like hard, man. He gave you a hard heart. Not like they make big ass hard, but they make your spirit hard against them, man. To fight against the fucking wicked spirit.
You know?
Yeah, man.
So
this thing.
To sum it all up, there are people who have stolen their heritage. There are people who have stolen the nationality of people, and those people are going to receive destruction and captivity. Okay, they're going to receive captivity, and then there's people who are the meek, who have had their nationality stolen, who have been beaten, raped, robbed, and murdered and persecuted, and still to this day. And even this dude said it. I wish it could change, but
then he went deeper into the sea. He couldn't change.
He couldn't change it.
Generation to generation. No, bro.
It's not gonna change.
No, but it's like Psalms 83, man.
Yeah.
Take the name of Israel all over the world, man. You know.
And he didn't even have no belief in God. So he's truly a beast of the field.
Lawless beast. He want to do what he want to.
He just want to be on the earth and be a just straight up animal, man.
He feel like eating toenails. He gonna eat toenails. He
want to like paint. He want to do. You know. He want to have sex with animals. Yeah. Whatever his will is, he gonna act on it.
He want to walk naked in the street. You know. He want to be a sodomite, the bump. Everything, man. He want to do what you want. It's okay. It's okay, man. This is what they want, man. This is totally.
They want it to be what they want to live, how they want to live.
And the thing is, they're talking about, oh, so you have to have laws, but you want to be lawless beasts, man. You contradict yourself, man. You know.
Come, man. So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great mercy on the tallest is truth.
Right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect 144,000 men pushing the truth and wholehearted sincerity across the 4 winds. With the GMS Germany camps.
Right.
Until next time, Shalom.
Wa Braktam.
Wa Braktam.
Wa Bapapa.
Wa Bapapa.
Shalom.
Shalom, my camp.